Hello and welcome to Dead Man's Yarn D&D campaign with pirates and shenanigans. I'm joined tonight by the usual crew. If you'd like to introduce yourself, guys.
Hello, I am Tiny and I play Kai, the half-orc barbarian.
Hi, I'm Carrie, and I play the Aarakocra fighter Artemia.
Oh, I'm Paul, and I play the half-elf warlock Trill.
Hello, I am Kimmy, and I'm playing the Water Genasi druid Cordelia.
It's been a while since we've had a session. Well, 2 weeks since we've had a session, so we're going to have a little bit of a recap, a little bit of an announcement, and then we'll get into the gameplay. So, our guys came to the New World, the Thousand Islands, and got washed up on the island of Kirktongue after some shenanigans with the local governor and a wonderful vampire called Damien, which you don't know is a vampire. You left the island with Captain Nathaniel Galaglass. You've arrived on a new island, and while trying to occupy yourselves, you've come across members of the Explorers Guild, Val and Burgos, who were on their way to investigate some ruins. Upon reaching the ruins, you came across a plinth with some symbols on, and symbols that would allow you to reorganize them, which you did, and the stairway down to this dungeon revealed itself. You fought your way through the dungeon, and it was a very combat-heavy session last time. Hopefully this one will be a bit more role-playing, less combat. You've come across the body of what appears to you to be a dwarf on a throne, which then ignited into flames and is sat before you. We left off the session with this thing asking, who dares? Every time this creature speaks, the fire that is now engulfing him pulsates. That's pretty much up to date. If you want to catch up fully, you're more than welcome to go check out our previous videos. I know not a lot. You haven't taken a lot of damage, have you guys? Have you?
I'm still at full health for once.
Yeah, I haven't taken much damage, but we have used, spells and stuff.
Yeah. You're a little bit spent.
And I do remember the last thing I did was I turned invisible as soon as the man set himself on fire. I remember I did that. And I used the spell slot already, so I can't take it back.
I actually just remembered, Kerry, you had to leave early last session, didn't you? So, yeah, the guys pretty much walked into the next room and came across this body on a throne.
Okay, so I didn't really miss much.
No, we ended about 10 minutes after you left, to be perfectly honest.
You missed Burgos pushing the big red button, essentially.
Yeah. Activate nuke. Or angry dwarf. Activate angry dwarf. So, quickly an announcement as well, and I'll repeat this at the end. I have 2 projects coming up. I'm going to start doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke on the channel if anybody wants to join in and watch that. And on top of that, I have brewing a sci-fi RPG campaign, which is going to come in the future. I'm not entirely sure when. I think we're going to get to the end of Chapter 1 with Dead Man's Yarn before that even materialises. But something to look out for in the future.
I do have one question. What does Nuzlocke mean?
It's Pokemon in hard mode. It's
Okay.
It's got set rules where
Yeah.
basically one of the main ones is if your Pokemon gets knocked out, you can't use it anymore. You have to you have to throw them out.
The Pokemon die?
Yeah, pretty much. Essentially, there are set rules. Well, I say there's set rules, but every time I try and find set rules, everybody's got their own version of the rules. So it's
You just gotta choose one, stick by it.
Yeah, like Carrie said, the main one is if a Pokemon faints, it's dead. You can't use revival items. You have to catch the first Pokemon of every route, and that's the only Pokemon you can catch. So if you walk in and, oh look, a Rattata, I guess I'm running a Rattata now.
That's kind of cool. It makes it interesting instead of just playing it normally.
It makes it a lot harder, and Pokemon Sword and Shield are not hard games.
I know. I was about to say, like, you should go with the Ruby one, just because A, it's a classic, and B, it's gonna be harder.
Funny you should say that, because I've got a video capture card on the way for Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I've got Pokemon Ruby ready to go just in case. So I'm pretty much, and to be perfectly honest, if I did Ruby, Mudkip, it has to be Mudkip. I heard you like Mudkip. Anyway, sorry, we're getting distracted. So, this thing sat on the throne, ablaze, and you're all sort of like stood around it. I think I remember saying that the room is very uncomfortably hot currently. Like you're all sweating now. You're struggling to. The air's very humid, and he has asked you who dares.
So, I said before, like, I've turned myself invisible and I'm just slowly moving closer to my group of people. That's what I'm doing.
I was like,
for
I'm
now.
slowly backing out.
Oh, I'm getting closer to you guys. I'm not running.
Well, I think Burgos jumped back as well because he's about 10 foot away from it now.
Would it be stupid to be like, who dares? Who speaks?
No.
No,
I do want to point out that when it spoke to you, you felt it in your minds. So like, sort of like it resonated around your mind. So this thing's not speaking with its lips.
Oh, that makes that a bit less cool.
I just like the idea of Artemia being an owl saying "hoo hoo" all the time, but you know.
Who dares speak?
I've also
I'll say it anyway.
What?
I want to know who this guy is.
Before we go any further, I just remembered. I keep mentioning to you about the semicircle of like carvings, and so I mocked this up. And I'm sorry, it is terrible, but just to like, if you guys can see that,
I can.
it's not.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
It took me about 2 minutes. But yeah, essentially, they are the symbols in a semicircle, and then there's the cauldron thing at the centre, with more creature-like things coming out of it.
Okay. And sorry, was that on the wall above him as well, like above his throne, or?
It was also on the plinth when you came in, like the one that you had to rearrange to get into the place. I also want to state that this is the order that you rearrange them into in order to gain entrance to the place.
Cool.
Just as a quick question, I mean, it would be maybe a little bit under duress to try and remember it as the character now, but do any of the symbols look like a dwarf?
So, there is a symbol that you keep seeing, and Burgos has referenced it as the symbol of Malmec.
Malmec.
So, I don't know if it's going to work me clicking on it, but if I click, yeah. So you see that one there?
Yeah.
So essentially what it is...
A man on fire.
Essentially, I'll just quickly draw it. So... Oh god, this is going to look awful, this.
Oh yeah, computer paint, let's go.
1995, eat your heart out. So, essentially, that is the symbol of Malmec, but as he appears here, it's the symbol on fire.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do we know about Malmec so far? Oh, hold on, I might have written it down.
If I remember rightly, he's a primordial. You've been told this anyway. He's a primordial, and he essentially is the primordial that created the dwarfs.
And he was created by the exile, we think. Well, we presume because he was put below the exile in the symbols on the walls.
I will let you know now. He wasn't necessarily made by the exile. He was made by the gods.
Oh, okay. Okey-doke.
The exile is a god, but he wasn't necessarily the one that made this boy.
Okie dokie.
Oh, where are those?
It's angry boy.
I think Tyne tuned into one of my map making streams, and she got a lot more lore dump about the gods and stuff.
I did, yeah.
Which I think it'd only be fair to catch you up. So essentially, you know, in the other room, you asked if this mural on the wall was the creation.
Yeah.
So essentially, a long time ago, when the gods made the world, they sat there and went, "Yeah, this is cool, but it could be cooler." So they made the primordials, and the primordials were shaped by the gods to be their avatars, their stewards. After a while, they went, "As our demigod children, we will let you make things in your image." So the primordials bled into the earth, so that they cut themselves and bled into the earth. And from that, the first races and first creatures were moulded and created. The primordials nurtured some of them, and they became the sentient races: elves, dwarfs, halflings, humans, minotaurs, so on and so forth. Some that they didn't mentor or look after became monsters, abominations, things like that. So essentially, when you go out into the world and you fight something, it's like, you're pretty much made and just left to develop on your own rather than have a guiding hand. After a while, a civilization rose up of the enlightened races, the ones that had been looked after, and one of the gods, the one that would become known as the Exile, was there going, "I don't like these guys getting a bit too full of themselves." And he went to the other gods going, "I think we should get them in line." And the other god's like, that what can they do? That they're mortals. So the Exile began engineering, just to prove his own point, just to make sure that everybody knew that he was right. He started engineering this, how can I put it, scheme, where he went to some of the primordials and this ancient empire made up of mortal races, going, "You know, I think you deserve a better lot in life. I think you should be the ones that rule this world." And after a while, the ancient empire started to think as the Exile did, and they usurped the primordials to start off with, and then it started pretty much giving the middle finger to the gods. And the gods, not too happy about that, then sundered the ancient empire, which led to the creation of the Thousand Isles. And at the end of the day, the gods then went, "I think we went a bit overboard. And I think the Exile's the one that made us do this." So they exiled the Exile, making him the Exile. 3 exiles in a row there. That's good.
Out.
Nice.
Out.
So essentially, that mural that you saw earlier was the ancient civilization giving the middle finger to the gods.
Okay.
I
So
hastily wrote a lot of that down.
Was
I
about
was
to
trying
say,
not
like,
to write it down because then I might know things that my character doesn't.
It's alright, if you ever need any of it recounting, I'll happily do that. But yeah, it's just to give you a little bit of understanding what's going on. Were you trying to say something there, Artemia? Or ask something?
I was about to say it's a shame there's not a dwarf in our party. Maybe he would look more kindly upon his so-called child.
You're not going to come across it, but I think that point, there is a primordial that created the vampires, and I would love for you to come across him and go, "We know some vampires," and he'll just go, "No, you don't."
How would he know?
So, no, that's spoilers. I won't say that. That's spoilers.
Tread carefully.
Yeah, no, I've already spoiled a lot of the backstory for you, but anyway. So, boy on the throne. You've asked who dares?
Yeah, who? No, I didn't say who dares. I said who dares, who speaks.
You notice one of his eyebrows that are on fire raise a little bit up.
Oh, he didn't like that.
No shit.
Okay. We're just trying to find out what happened to this place and to you.
The eyebrow lowers back down again, but the head's not moved at all.
You're
And-
such a dick.
And he sort of like, you see the body sort of like inch a little bit, like sort of like he's getting ready to stand up, and he goes, and you hear the words reverberate around your head again. Well, the seal is broken, the guardian destroyed. And he like leans forward to stand up, and he hops down. He's only 4 foot tall. He was actually not. He's just like popped off his seat.
His seat was too big for him?
Pretty much, it's, you know, like when you've got like a child on like a seat that's too big for him. He's like literally just hopped off it.
I'm picturing those, like, you know, those big old Adirondack chairs that are massive, so that when you sit in them as an adult, you still look tiny.
I'm picturing. Have you ever seen King of the Hill?
No.
Anybody here seen King of the Hill?
A long time ago, yeah.
Do you know Hank's dad, where he doesn't actually have like shins?
Oh, yeah. I understand what you mean.
Yeah. Just to explain, so essentially, in King of the Hill, there's a guy, and I think in a war he like lost his shins, so he's shorter than everybody else, and he has to hop off everything.
Aw.
Chat has told you to seduce the fireboy.
And a disembodied voice comes from the shadows. Do you mean your seal has been broken? That iron suit of armor, your guardian?
My jailer.
What were you in jail for?
I'm trying to think how I would respond to that.
Didn't think you'd get this far.
Silence, mortals! Out of my way or face my wrath.
Yeah, Cordelia's just gonna back up a bit more.
Guess he just wants to leave?
So what's he gonna do when he leaves?
Sunder this world like it deserves.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what I'm worried
dear.
He's going to start walking towards the door.
Should we tell him that it's already been sundered?
Maybe. Go for it. Do it.
Mr. Fireman, there's no need to sunder this world. It has already been sundered before.
I see not ash before me. It can be sundered harder.
You might consider it, seeing as you're surrounded by ocean. If he were to sunder it, and then, you know, he's fire, and he fall in the ocean, like, not a good time for him, right?
Burgos is sort of stood there staring at this avatar of destruction that he's just woken up. And he's like, I think that's the least of his worries. Every now and again, I'm just going to keep moving him closer and closer to the exit.
Oh gosh.
He just like, let me get out of your way.
All I can picture now is it Scooby and Scrappy, Cordelia jumping into Kai's arms.
Can I like do an insight check, or like to see if he's just awoken, right? So maybe he's weak.
I like the way you think. Yeah, roll for it.
You know it.
Insightful.
So literally, what you decided is fire is indeed hot.
I can. That checks out, I'd say.
I can't let you sunder this earth. I cannot let you do that.
Oh, he stops and like slowly stares up, like ever so slowly, like looks up your body to meet your gaze, and you can feel like a heat in your face as he stares at you. Then you will be the first to burn. Initiative, please.
No.
Let's go, guys. I really wish it didn't start right next to him.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Oh, I forgot to hit my token.
That's
It's been
alright.
2 weeks.
Oh,
It's alright, don't worry about
yes then.
it.
Forgotten how to roll 20.
I don't want to go
Oh
first.
my god, it's another 3.
I have forgotten how to work. Val, I feel like this music is apt. Val, Goss, and Senor Malmec. Right. So Kai, what did you get?
13.
Oh, I've put Artemir in twice. That's
Now there's 2 of me.
Oh, that's how you spell his name.
what, Burgos.
No, Malmec.
I think that's how you spell it. If
I had it with a C, but that was just going off of what I heard.
Andreas was there, he'd tell me because that's his character. Artemir is... Oh no, Cordelia is 7.
I still refer to Burgos as just Burger in every conversation.
He is bored.
I'll have you know, my luck this week hasn't been great. I had another D&D game where I basically got buried beneath an avalanche because as we were running away from it, I was rolling 1s. It was a bad time.
Could somebody roll me a d20, please?
Sure. Yeah. Dunk.
I love it. This can be great.
This is the way this is gonna go tonight.
And could somebody else roll me a d20, please? Oh, have I put...
Let's see how difficult it is. Yep, there you go.
Tight.
4. Yeah, so you're 3. You're 10. And Kai, who I somehow didn't manage to... I thought I did put your... Descending. There we go. Cool. Kai, it is your turn to shine.
Sweet. I'm gonna rage, man.
Pick Fire Baby up and take him back to his baby chair.
I'm gonna roll my DS.
Oh my god, yes, just yeet him back in there.
Oh yeah, because you got your wild magic thing, haven't you? I was gonna add... I actually got that up so people at home could see what you're doing.
Until your rage ends, you are... Ooh.
No, sorry, you carry on.
Yeah. Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 bonus to AC, and while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus. So I
Ooh.
am sparkling. Absolutely
Fancy.
sparkling.
Sparkling.
I don't know what I've done with that table. Cool.
So I'm going to punch him in the face with my great axe.
I've just got this image of you just like holding it in one hand and punching him with the other.
You're gonna deck him in the schnoz.
Oh no, I'm not. No,
Yeah.
no.
No, that hits, right?
No, that doesn't it. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's 9. So yeah, cool.
Oh, I actually thought this guy hit a lot harder, but he doesn't. Okay. So he's gonna not be too happy with that, and he's gonna start swinging back at you, Tyne. What was your ability again on your wild magic?
Protective lights gain +1 bonus to my AC, and anyone within 10 feet of me
Right.
gets it as
Cool.
well.
So he's going to start his first swing and get a 15.
That is my AC currently now.
Oh, okay. So he does 7 points of damage, which is down to 3.
Sweet.
Next attack. That misses because that's only a 14.
Yes.
And
Oh, it worked. Brilliant.
and that's a 20, that one. So another 3 points of damage to you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
As he swings at you, you can see him like flicker. There's like sparks coming off him, and each time he does swing, the sparks are getting brighter. Trill, your go.
Okay. Now, before I start, like, just blasting them, I'm going to try something that's probably stupid. I'm going to try and use prestidigitation to put out his fire, because it's magical fire, and I can create and destroy magical fire with prestidigitation. So maybe I could put him out?
I will let you try. Is that
I
like
feel like that's a hint.
so?
You're gonna take your cape and just smother him, get rid of all the oxygen going to his fire.
Could you just put up the wording for prestidigitation for me,
I
please?
will.
The spell is a minor magical trick that novice spellcasters. You create an instantaneous time sensory effect.
Oh, yeah, I read it wrong. It's just a small campfire. I don't think he counts as a... He's small. He's a small man.
So, I was going to let you put out his flame for like a split second, but like the top of his head goes out and then instantly reignites.
Crap. Okay.
For a second, you realise that he's got a bowl cut.
Amazing.
So my invisibility's gone because I cast a spell, so I'm back in the room.
And right next to the guy.
Yeah.
Have you got anything else to do?
I'm just gonna move out of the way of the pillar. That's it. Just move there. That's it.
He would get an attack of opportunity against you.
Maybe I'll just stay where I am. Boop. Alright, moving on swiftly.
You're not going to attack him or anything?
That uses my action. The
Oh, right,
prestidigitation.
right. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it was a Hail Mary. It didn't work out.
That Mary giving you false hope. Mia, your go.
Okay, this ain't no good, so I'm going to move. Actually, can I move? There's a pillar in my way and I'm blocked by people.
Technically, you can move diagonally into this square here.
Okay.
But just remember, if you try and move out of his melee range, he will get to try and punch you. Well, attack you.
I need to push him away.
Point blank him in the face.
Would that work?
You get disadvantage on your attack roll.
Oh. I don't particularly like that.
Damn ranged fighters.
I know.
You can do the disengage action and then move away from him, and he won't get an attack opportunity against you.
That's what I was thinking. Just, like, waste only one turn trying to get away.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
To be honest, Kai's tanking everything currently, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go hide behind his chair.
Doggly doggly.
Yeah, I'm good here. I'll give Val like a hoo hoo. Like shit's about to go down.
Cordelia, it is your go.
well, I'm gonna go starry form to start and do the archer attack. I'm gonna try and aim for the ruby on his chest with my little starry thing.
Oh no, you're not.
And that did not miss.
Cool.
Okay. What else have I got? So that was my bonus action. I don't have a hell of a lot left in the tank. I think for now, because I want to save my spells for the next turn maybe, I'm just gonna try and hit him with my quarterstaff.
Ugly doke.
So I'm just gonna hit him. Or try to anyways. Let's see.
Ooh, that was on the nat 20 for a split second.
Yeah, but it doesn't hit.
Nope.
The fire. I have bad experiences with fire getting out of control, and maybe that's just
I thought
maybe
you'd
that's
be.
just a little distracting right now.
I thought you'd be like all for this, like, oh yeah, fire.
Well, if you remember, I tried to put him out with create water, dumping it on his head, 10 gallons of water, and it didn't do anything.
Outside of combat, no, it didn't. Hint, hint, nudge,
Yeah,
nudge.
well, I don't have that right now.
Okay.
Because I only have one use.
Oh, all
I
right.
tried it when he lit on fire.
It's Val's time to shine. Let's get her stats back up. Val is going to Leroy Jenkins it and run right in and start punching the guy. So how much? What has she got left? I believe she's still got. Well, she's actually still got a lot of key points left, so she's going to force damage it by using. Oh, what is it? Arms of the Astral Self, so it takes 2d6 force damage. Oh no, it has to. A dexterity saving throw first. Dex. Oh, wow. It failed! So
Huzzah!
it's a 2d6, did I say? 2d6. So it takes 8 points of damage. It will then punch it twice, because I was doing it wrong last time. If I use a bonus action, she can't attack twice. Well, attack 6 times. She can only attack 2 times? One additional attack. Yeah, okay. So, punch number 1. Misses. Punch number 2. Hits.
Yay!
Okay, so minimum 17. So far.
D6 plus 4. So, 10.
Nice.
17 points of damage in total she's done to Le Boy. Oh no, where's my pen gone?
Is she the only one who damaged him so far?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I've lost my pen now.
Nice.
Okay, so 17 points of damage. That's her done.
Sorry, guys.
Burgos, who... Do you have any spell slots left? Burgos is next to it, isn't he? So he is going to... Spiritual Weapons. And it immediately attacks it when he creates a spiritual weapon. So he's got a floating sword next to him.
Nice.
And it does... Well, it hits. That's a bonus.
Yay!
How much damage does it do? On a hit, it takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability. So... 1d8 plus 2. Yay! He's done a whole 3 damage.
Nice.
The
And
rest of us have done, except for Val.
yeah.
Yep.
And then he's going to hit it with his stick. I need to stop doing that. 11 plus 5. He misses. Back to you, Kai.
Alright. Still raging. Oh, I've got advantage now, haven't I?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Val would have had advantage. Oh, well. Oh, that's a hit.
Nice.
Right. Yes. I'm going to aim for that gem in his chest because I saw someone else do it.
Okay. Well, you didn't because they missed.
Oh. Yay.
Is alright, 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, so 6 points damage. Anything else, Kai?
Nope, that's me. That's me done.
The simple barbarian.
Yup.
Malmek's turn. So Malmek is going to take a swing at you with his first attack, Kai. Come here. That is a miss. He'll attack Val,
Yes.
which is plus 6, 14, 15. Miss because of the plus 1. And against Cordelia, which is a 11. So he's not having a good round.
Okay.
Trill
Not
back.
so tough now. Sorry.
It's alright. Trill back to you.
Okie dokie. I didn't press anything. A 5 just rolled for me.
That's alright.
Alright. I'm gonna have to take a step away. I think.
You're not going to hit him with your gambler's longsword.
I've just remembered I could do that instead. Yeah, I'm going to move. Actually, am I in advantage position with Cordelia?
You are,
'Cause
yes.
I'm deck. Yeah, I'm gonna stab him or slash him. Please. You know what? Maybe I missed.
Well, that misses,
That's
but
fine.
remember you got advantage.
Oh crap! Yeah. I literally just said it.
Yep.
That's a 19. That's a 20, not a 19. I can't count.
Oh.
Yeah, it hits, but it's not a nat 20, is it?
It's just a normal 20. It's just normal 20. Now I need to find that button that lets me roll the d6 a lot.
Well, you can just do them. You can just do it manually on the side if you can't find it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Just remember if you roll a 1. Like that.
Yep, that's a 1.
Oh my god.
I think this is meant to be doing something, but it's not.
I hit them with the wrong side of the cutlass.
You're in it. You can shoot it. Anything else?
No, I called some of my technical because there's no room. So yeah, I'm done for now.
Oh, of course you can't. Artemia. It's time to do what you do best.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess we have advantage because he's like literally surrounded.
Yeah. I'm a bit annoyed that he doesn't have like an AoE attack.
It would kill us all.
I'm not.
Ooh.
Well, the 27 hits, the 14 doesn't, but I'll let you have the 27.
Oh, you're so kind.
I know.
Oh, that's 12 damage.
Is your bow magical?
Woohoo!
Huh?
Is your bow magical?
Oh. No.
Okay, it's 6 points of damage then.
Oh.
But no, so he's resistant to non-magical then? Is that what we're saying here?
The magic damage is the damage from the magical weapons, which I know you pretty much all have, bar Kerry's bow, And
I
what?
have a musket, but it's a normal musket, right? It's just a musket with like a long sword on it.
Yep, that's correct.
Oh my god, I have a fucking polar bear!
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I love somebody just joined in at that point and going, I have a fucking polar bear.
I have a polar bear in my pocket!
Yeah, you haven't used that yet, have you? And it has been a long enough rest.
Oh.
So
Can
that
I
was.
use a bonus action to throw it out, or I don't know what the thing is on it?
You know what? Because it's hilarious, I will let you throw it out now as a bonus action.
He's literally a fire dwarf fighting a polar bear. I feel like you can't get any more D&D than that.
Did you have it, or did Galaglass have it?
I picked it up. He threw it at me, remember?
Oh,
And then I was like,
yeah.
oh god. It might turn into a bear in my pocket.
I will let you throw it out then.
Amazing.
Yay! I don't have the stat for it, but I just know I have it. I wrote it down. I got the polar bear statue and the right.
That's fine, I've got it. Could you roll me... Well, tell me where you'd like it to go. And then roll me a sleight of hand, please.
So can it go in the 5-foot square?
Yep. It'd be a bit bad if you threw it in a square that's already got somebody in.
Yeah, but I don't know how big it is. I don't want to throw it somewhere where he'd just like basically boom everyone to the side.
Essentially, it'll take up a 5-foot square.
Okay, sleight of hand, right?
That one.
The rolls are bad today. Like
Could you tell me what that is total, please, while I try and find...
it's 11.
11.
That is
That's
the
fine.
total.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
There we go. Do you know what... Can you remember the name of the bear?
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's something like polar. Oh.
Well,
What was that?
he's hench boy now. But no, the actual
What
bear...
is it?
All the Furious.
Thank you. But Kerry didn't remember it, so I need you to roll me an animal handling check with disadvantage now, please.
Oh my god.
No.
Look at that little owlbear, man.
Sorry, disadvantage. That's
That's
12.
fine.
Oh Jesus! I'm sorry, but what the fuck is that?
It's a hench boy. It's an owl bear. I couldn't quickly find a
Oh
bear.
my god, that is the funniest owlbear I've ever seen depicted.
Do you ever remember that meme where it's like a guy walks into GameStop and slaps your girl's ass? What do you do? And there's like that picture of that really
Yeah.
hench guy. There you go. That's it. He's literally turned up, slapped somebody's ass.
Look at those legs.
No, look at this. He looks like a weird chicken nugget.
You know, I'm going to zoom in for people watching on the stream.
Oh my god, look at him.
Literally,
Oh, sorry, can I note down his name?
yeah. It's spelled EPHRUS. And do you know what?
Everest.
Yeah, I really
Okay.
wanted you to fail that animal handling check because it immediately becomes hostile. So you'd have been fighting Fireboy and an angry bear.
Can I not cancel the bear thingy?
If you fail the check, no.
Okay, great.
But no, you pass the check. You're fine.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm just going to quickly check up on the stats for him.
I can just imagine everyone's confusion, but especially Val and Burgos's. They're just like, why
yeah.
the hell is there a polar bear right there now?
I feel
don't know.
Val's more like the reason he stood up on his hind legs and henching like that is because he saw Val and Val's like, it's a teddy bear.
It's a teddy bear.
Right, let's have a look. How beefy are you? You know what? I might make this a Pokemon thing so you can train him.
Oh my god, yes! And when I get, oh my god, I'll literally be like, you know, like the classic World of Warcraft, like animation intro where you got like the dwarf hunting with like the bear.
Oh, yeah,
and he's got
petting
his
on the head.
rifle.
That was a small
Yeah,
bear.
It was,
I'm
yeah,
picturing-
I know.
Sorry?
Hold on.
I'm picturing if we get like a harness for him, and then like you're hanging onto the harness and riding him into battle.
Oh my god, yes.
I was more thinking that if you threw it into a square that had somebody in, like literally it just erupted from the ground and the person was like, why am I 3 feet taller now?
I'm also just thinking, like, you know how, like, when a bird is, like, moving, they've got that thing in the, like, they can stabilize their head.
Yeah.
So, like, as she's, like, basically falling up and down, her head is, like, staying still.
And for some reason it's got
City
a...
cam chicken.
Yeah. And for some reason you found a Ash Ketchum hat and you've just turned it around because you're serious now.
I was like, go, Everest, and, like, turn the cat backwards and just, like...
No, you weren't. You're like, go you! And then Kai's like, Ethereus. Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, Epherius? I wrote Everest.
Ephorus, sorry, yeah, Ephorus.
Okay.
So, I'm going to have it, it's going to activate at the same time as you. I'm actually going to let it do its attacks now as well. Because it's like, it's turned up and it's cranky. On your turns, you have to direct it to do, as a bonus action, you have to direct it to what to do. But
Okay.
because it's turned up, it already knows it's here to attack that thing. So it makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. So +5/+5. Okay. Attack number 1.
Does it roar, or is it a really deep hoot?
It just
No.
It literally just turns up and goes hoo hoo. Artemia, can you roll me a D100, please?
Oh, Jesus.
I hate the fumble table.
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
How can you then roll a 1 and 100?
I know. What are my rolls this week? I swear.
Sorry, what was it? Was it 20, was it?
It was 2.
It's a 2.
A 2, okay. I think it just sort of, that's embarrassment or something. Yeah, literally it's turned up and it's like, it's cocked its head at you and like, what?
There's a lot of new people that's got shy.
And that's an 11.
This
That's
isn't the circus again, is it?
Don't take me back there. Yeah, it's literally turned up and done nothing. Cordelia, I believe it is your go now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it with my starry form attack again, even for the gem. Did it roll? I hit the button.
No.
I don't know if it actually rolled.
No, it hasn't. There we
There
go.
it goes.
Okay. Oh, it did. Okay.
Is that a 17?
Yes.
Miss.
Miss. I had that down. Oh, it must have been 17 with her plus something.
Yeah.
Okay, so not even. So 17. I'm gonna change my note on that. Misses. Okay. I'm gonna try and hit it with my quarterstaff again.
You would have advantage on this roll.
Oh, that's true. Do I get advantage on the starry form attack too?
What is the wording of a starry form a ranged attack?
Hang on. I have to get back to the page. My computer's being a little bit slow here. Yeah, it says ranged attack.
So you don't have
But I'm
advantage.
right next to it.
Yeah. You'd have disadvantage on it, but you'd have an advantage from Trill. So it's cancelled out, so it's just a straight roll.
Okay, so that one missed, and then my quarterstaff, I just tried to hit it. I got 19 on the first one. I'll try, and I get advantage on this, right?
Yeah, you
because
do, yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll again just in case it's a natural 20. Did it roll?
It has. That's a 15.
Okay, so 22.
That is a
So-
hit.
Does that hit?
Yeah, that's a
okay.
hit,
Jesus.
I'm enjoying
22.
messing with you.
Hits. Alright, so I will. Wait. I'm just doing the one-handed because I
Okay.
don't think I have. Yeah, so it's the 3 damage. 'cause-
Okie doke.
Yeah. I have my my druidic focus in my other hand, I believe. So.
Okie doke. Anything else, Cordelia?
Nope, that's my bonus and my action.
Okay, so Val will begin her onslaught of punches into Boy. Number 1. Nat 20.
Tasty.
Hey.
So that is 8 plus 4, 12 points of damage. Oh, I didn't roll it twice. Oh, okay, she got another nat 20 again, alright.
Okay.
So 12 plus 14, 26 points of damage. She's going to spend a key point
Sick.
to attack again. Actually, one moment. Does she need to spend a key point to attack again, or does she just punch it again for making 2 attacks? Nope, that's Sammy. I should have read up on these guys before. She's used all her lucky. She can do that. Look. Reaction. After you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. Right. How was she making 6 attacks last time then? Or was I just making things up?
Maybe does she have 2 normal attacks? Because maybe you did like 2 per normal attack.
You can attack twice, right? So when she attacks, she can spend a key point to make additional 2 attacks, and she can attack twice in a turn. So she gets to attack 1 more time. Oh, with advantage. With advantage. Misses. Right, sorted. Then she can spend... She makes an additional attack, and then she can spend a key point to make 2 additional attacks. Uh, 11 plus 7, 18 hits. So D6 plus so another 7 points of damage. Okay, I'll stop her there because I'm getting myself confused now. And that was Burgos. No, he's not dead yet, so I won't attack. Burgos will attack with as a bonus action with a sword and miss, and he'll hit him with his staff and miss. Way to go, Burgos. Way to go.
Is he like Gandalf against the Balrog, where he's like got his fucking sword in hand and his staff?
No, just a staff. He's got a quarterstaff in one hand and a shield in the other.
Wait, can he hit with a sword?
Yeah, I thought you
The
said he
magic
had
sword.
his
He had-
spiritual weapon.
Yeah, which he's attacked with.
Oh, okay, the spiritual
Oh.
weapon. Sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah, literally, there's a sword floating around him. Sorry, Kai, it is your go.
Yeah. Right. Same old, same old. No. Give me that good stuff. No, that's good. Both 20. So I'll roll
Both 20, but not natural.
this. No, not natural, sadly. Both 18, I think. 5 slashing damage.
Okay, 70. Okie doke. Anything else?
That's all I can do.
So the sparks around him as he swings have flickered into full-blown flames now. So every time he swings, the fire around him is burning hotter and hotter. He is going to swing at Trill
No.
and get a 15.
Do I still have? Do I get the +1?
You
from,
do, yes.
Kai? Then that is my armor class.
So
I'm 15. Yeah, it hits me.
even with the +1.
Yeah, because I'm usually 14.
Right. Okay. So take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
He will swing against the bear and hit the bear, doing 12 points of damage as well. And let's swing against Burgos. Mrs. Burgos, of course. It's his own entropy. Trill, you'll go.
Alright, that hurt.
Yup.
I really don't want to be next to this guy, but as soon as I move, he's probably going to cut me down.
Just to let you know, he's doing every time he hits you, he's doing 7 points of slashing damage, followed by 5 points of fire damage.
Right. Okie doke. I'm gonna I don't think I'm gonna have to stay. Either way, I'm gonna get hit, so I'm gonna go for a slash with my sword again. It's a 16.
You've got advantage, by the way.
Cool. That's less.
Cool. Miss.
God damn. Yep, all my bonus. I can't do my bonus still. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to stay, I think. Yeah, I'm done. That's it.
Artemia.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot, but I'm gonna use a superiority dice to make it a trip attack. So I'll add to the damage roll, and he must do a strength saving throw, and if he fails that, he'll be knocked prone.
I'm just gonna let you know now, he's immune to being knocked prone.
Okay, but I like the extra damage.
All right, fair dues. As long as it does extra damage, yeah, cool. Is that a miss?
What?
That's a miss.
24?
There's an 11 in front of it. I'm not letting you roll the dice and pick which one you want.
No, but I thought we have advantage because he's surrounded.
You're attacking from range. Artemia got it because she's.
I thought you. Okay.
Artemia got it because she's literally firing in combat.
Okay, fair. Alright, I missed. So I did click on it for advantage. I didn't mean to roll. Alright, I guess that's me.
Bear.
That's all I got.
Artemia.
Yeah?
Bear.
Oh, the bear! I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Well, you have to give it a command first.
Oh, I have to do the command, right. Ephraim. Swipe that bitch.
Oh.
So I guess I have to be more articulate.
Yeah.
Ephraim, attack the little man that's on fire.
There we go, thank you. So yeah, your first attack misses, but he's got a second attack if you want to roll that one. Cool, bear does nothing. Bear does nothing.
Would the bear get advantage because he's in melee and the guy's surrounded?
The guy's not. There's nobody opposite him.
Yeah, it's I can't
It's
remember
directly
the word for it.
opposite?
Yeah.
Darn. Okay.
In
never
this
mind.
instance.
Flanked, that's the word.
Yeah. Cordelia.
Okay, well, once again, gonna start with my starry form, which is just a straight roll because disadvantage for range, but advantage for being flanked with Trill, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll start with that. I hit the button. My computer's being a little bit slow today, so it's a little bit delayed.
That's
Oh,
it.
was that? But I can't see because of the turn order thing in the way.
25.
Oh, darn,
It's in the message box as well.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if it was the natural 20, but it wasn't.
No.
Okay. 8 damage? Wow. Okay. 8 damage for that.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try and hit him with my stick again. Trying to save my spells for...
Trying to say you're literally come face to face with a demigod and you're trying to save your spells.
Well, I mean, I only have 3 left.
Until you have a
So-
sleep, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Cordelia, you're gonna have to get a bit more serious.
Well,
I
that
lo-
was my first. That was the first out of 2 rolls because this is melee, so I should have
Yeah.
advantage on this.
Yes, I just love that though. I'm saving it for later. What's later?
I'm thinking more in terms of like if Burgos goes down, for example, and somebody else goes down, and I need to heal them, or if we need to try and make a run for it, and I have to drop a area control. Like I'm trying to save it.
Okay.
Does 21 hit?
It does, yes.
Okay.
So 6 damage.
So just the one-handed. Yeah.
Okie doke.
So I did 14 damage.
Nice.
Anything else, Cordelia?
No, that's all I got.
Val again. Let's start punching things. Val, activate and get 21. So she does 8 damage. Hits again, doing 9 damage, so that's 17. Spend a key point to attack another 2 times. Hits. Doing 8 more damage. Oh, damn it. So 17 and 18. So she hits and does 10 more points damage. Okay. So, give me a second to math. 27, 35. So that's 1, 2. How close are you to? Oh, come on, really? So the flame splutters a little bit, and it's all like smoke starts to rise off his body. He's not down, but he looks like he should be.
Ooh.
Kai, your go.
Go on, Bert. Oh, was it me?
Yeah.
Oh, was it me?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, Red Jacks. Let's do this with advantage. Come on.
Yeah, that hits.
Yes. And take the bricks.
So, you've rolled, and that's actually
13.
yeah, that's the most damage you've done now. But I'm just going to ask you: does your weapon do at least 1 point of damage?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Cool,
yes.
cool. He's dead.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh wow, what was that?
It was a celebration noise. Hey, does that mean that she gets to add like demigod to her list of running creatures that she's killed?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
my
it does.
God.
Yes.
Oh,
That's amazing.
So on your list there should be 1 table,
Yeah.
1 primordial, and I think did we say golem as well?
Yeah, Golem. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the flame splutters and goes out, and this thing hunches forward, and you all breathe a sigh of relief. But the heat in the room's not gone.
Is the heat still? Is it getting hotter, or is it just like residual heat from him being on fire for so long?
His entire body retches back, and the flames reignite, and you're all thrown away from him.
Oh.
Rude.
Literally, it is streams of heat and fire coming off, and you're all struggling to keep upright and literally keep your footing on the ground. It was that powerful, he even threw the bear away from him.
Do you think he's gonna explode?
Yeah, I think we should get out of here.
He is bellowing in rage, and literally he's bellowing both from his mouth now and in your minds, to the point where it's actually unbearable.
I thought you said he died.
He's a demigod. What's death to a demigod?
Oh boy. We should get out of here, guys.
Great.
Ow, 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 ow.
Before any of you have chance to do that, Burgos starts struggling forward towards this Malmec. And his hands start to like radiate white, divine light. And he reaches forward and grabs the Malmec by the chest around the crystal. And he mutters something, but because of everything going on, you can't hear it. And suddenly there is a bright, blinding light. All of you have no idea what's going on, and you just hear the chink of something falling onto the ground, like glass hitting stone. And as soon as your eyes refocus, Malmec's gone, and Burgos is on the other side of the room, smouldering.
Oh boy. I'm gonna run over to him and I will cast Healing Word. I don't know if he's like how dead he is, but I'll just do a Healing Word at first level.
Okay. The rest of you, there is a pile of ashes and a red crystal, the one that was in Malmec's chest, on the floor.
Burgos got 7 healing.
Okay.
Hopefully he wasn't like beyond help.
Val's come over to join you as well. Burgos himself, he is charred. His hands themselves are burnt extensively, and up like his right arm as well. He's coughing and spluttering currently, so he's not dead.
Okay.
I'll walk up
Investigate
to the.
ritual.
Oh, sorry. I'll approach with Temmie and approach the gem.
Can we like? I don't want to touch it. Like, does it feel like it's radiating like really hot heat?
Because of the heat in the room still, you can't necessarily tell, unless you want to reach out towards it.
Like, can I use my like talon? Can I go like a little poke?
That would be
like
reaching out towards it, yeah.
Like a little little pounce, little bird pounce.
There is heat coming off it, but it's not scalding heat. It's like lukewarm.
I'll try picking it up. Maybe I have like a handkerchief. I can just like pick up my handkerchief.
So the gem itself is shaped sort of like a elongated teardrop. It's about 5 inches long.
Oh, quite big.
Yeah.
Was it just embedded in his chest then? I thought it was like an amulet he was wearing.
No, it was literally embedded in. Essentially, you know where the is it the sternum in between your rib cage? It was literally there,
Okay.
in between the pecs.
I sort of kick around the ash a little bit, see if anything's left over inside of it, and I'll call over to Cordelia and Val and everyone. Is he all right?
I do actually like how literally this guy is half melted on the floor, and Cordelia's the only one that went to him.
What I was saving my spells for, guys.
We know Cordelia's got a handle. Like, I don't have any med. I am not a smart owl.
Are you okay, Burgos? Help me!
Like, I would have gone over and probably just announced him dead. That's how bad my medicine check would have
Well,
been.
time to eat the corpse.
Picking up clothing.
So, in the ash, there is nothing really discernible I would say you find 2 gold rings.
Okay. I'll give them like a little quick tap to see if they're hot, and if it's alright, I'll pick them up and pocket them for now. And then I'll wander over to the rest.
Again, they are warm, but they're not like molten. So you with a handkerchief or something, or your sleeve, you could pick them up quite easily.
Yeah, I'll use the sleeve and put them in my pocket, and then I'll walk over to Cordelia and Val and Burgos. And
Val is currently on her knees next to Burgos, like just shaking him and sort of like tears streaming down her face. The bear, the hench bear, is currently going, I have no idea what I've come into.
This poor bear.
All this bear. I mean, he kind of looks like he kind of looks like he's like about to throw down, but he's also like, what do I do? He just has no clue.
Oh, should we get the bear to like carry Burgos so that he doesn't have to walk or something?
Yeah, according to the entry, he's here for an hour or until you dismiss him.
Right. I was about to say like, oh, like you did a good job, but yeah, you can continue doing a good job. Everest, pick up Horned Man. Okay, maybe don't like sling him over his shoulder. Someone load Burgos onto Everest's shoulder.
Put my arm underneath Burgos's and try and lift him to his feet gently. And while I do, I'll be like, maybe next time we don't touch the gem embedded in a corpse's chest so quickly.
And you just hear underneath his breath, he's like wheezing currently because he's that badly burnt. He's like, nobody fucks with a white mage.
Let's see if we can get you somewhere more comfortable. And I'll put him on the bear.
Sorry, I'm just quickly typing something for the people at home. Possible. How do you spell Messiah again?
Messiah.
I-A-H.
Yeah.
There we go. There you are. Go to pop that down in the bottom corner there. Possible Messiah saying 2. Right. So the bear does sort of like follow his commands, and he sort of like waddles over to the corpse, and you lift him up and sort of like lay him over the back of the bear. Are you putting him face down, or?
No, I was actually thinking like the way he's standing right there. I want him to kind of like henchman hold Burgos, so like he'll have like, you know, like when you sling someone over your shoulder and you have your one arm kind of around their waist. Like he's not even like walking like a normal bear anymore.
So
he's gonna walk on his waddy little tiny legs and just hold Burgos with one of his big ass arms.
So fireman's lift,
hairy.
I think it's called.
Yeah.
What?
A fireman's lift, I think it's called.
Yeah, or he can be held like a princess. I guess it's up to.
Held like a cradled like a wee baby.
This is a bipedal polar bear now.
But yeah,
Oh my god.
I still want to ask: are you face up or face down, knowing that the majority of his burns are on the front of him?
Oh, I've never seen someone be carried like face up on someone's shoulder.
Yeah.
I guess it's princess. He's gonna be held like a little,
scary, I
like a
think.
little baby.
I think that's
Like
safer.
so, yeah. If all of his burns are on his like front, like he should just be held. And when he like wakes up properly, you'll see that beautiful, beautiful owlbear face looking down.
Yeah, and he just wakes up and starts screaming immediately. He's like, ah!
He should learn.
But I just want to literally that he's burnt that badly that it's all over his hands, up his right arm, his face and body has taken some of it, so it's pretty severe burns.
Is this a hint that I should give him more healing?
I'm gonna have to check on like the definition of healing in D&D because I don't know how extensively it heals burns.
We've got those healing potions.
Probably
we
quite a
found too.
lot, to be honest. Like if healing can.
It just says it heals damage, so like it gives like equal to
Fire damage.
regains hit points equal to
Because think about it, it's fire damage. It's not even like necrotic damage, so it's not like his like skin is like. I mean, yes, it's burnt and basically dying, but like it's not the deathly kind of dying. It's just the burning kind of dying.
It's like magical healing, so if it can like
Yeah.
sew up cuts and stab wounds, it can probably do good with burn wounds.
Can anyone create water or like dousing in water to help them feel comfortable?
I already used my one use of that.
I say we just find some honey and slather him in it.
Are you trying to make him more appealing to the bear to eat him?
We do have a bear to find a beehive, though.
Would we know how far we've traveled from town to these ruins if we're closer to town or closer to that alchemist we were told about?
If you actually, well, actually, I was going to say, if you remember last session, but it was 2 weeks ago, literally these ruins are in the outskirts of town.
Oh yeah, so it's quite close. So we could get him back into town, and hopefully there's a more experienced healer there that could treat them better than we can out here.
So, as we have been talking, I have scoured the internet, and it is undefined whether or not magical healing heals extensive damage. It is literally up to the DM, and as
Oh,
I am
dear.
very massively unsure about it, I'm going to say you've healed enough to stabilise him, and that's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah.
You can probably restore him to full hit points, but he's still going to have extensive scarring across his body.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It'll just be battle wounds. It'll be like, yo, look at what I did. Like,
Okay.
I got these because I took down a demigod. Like, that kind of thing.
Cherry Blossom, are you going to start a charity fund to get Burgos healed?
I'm saying that in our day and age where we don't have magic, if we have stuff like stem cell research that can help with like major burns, I think magic can do it too.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll just get a baby to sacrifice.
I mean,
Well, I mean-
we've got a warlock.
We could also just say that, like,
I'm
because I only
not
gave
going
him...
to sacrifice a baby for you.
Tentacles are where I draw
Because
the
I only-
line.
I was only able to do 7 points of healing, so that's yeah, like, I feel like stabilizing is probably accurate for now, but, like, if we can get him somewhere better and I can rest, then I can probably heal him more, type
I
thing.
was
Like,
I was going to say, did we hand out those potions so we all have one?
I
Us four?
cannot
Or
remember
do-
what you did with it, to be perfect. With them, should I say.
Because if we did hand them out...
May I reference Harry Potter? Just
No.
saying, but the phoenix cried on him and his wound just healed completely.
Okay, do you see a phoenix?
No, but magic's pretty close.
Be a healers in town or someone who'll know what to do. Let's get
Yeah.
going.
Let's
Yeah.
get going, guys.
Okay. You guys carry on with
Hench bear,
that.
let's go.
Hench Bear, is that his new name? Is it Hench Bear?
Hench bear.
And
Can it
fair.
be his new name? Can we rename him to Hench bear?
Oh,
I
yes.
choose you, Hench bear.
And do you
I
know
mean, we
what?
renamed Buddy.
Do you know what? When we get to when I start doing the Pokemon Nuzlocke, if I get a bear Pokemon, I will name it Hench Bear.
Yes, that's all I can ask, really.
So while you, if you give me a few seconds, I just need to set something up. Are you heading straight for the exit?
Well, can we like poke our heads down? Like, there's like a hallway this way. Like, we can poke and look.
There's just poor old
It's a man and a
Burgos.
bear.
Yeah, Burgos is just there going, "Help me!" It's like,
I'm not saying-
just hold on a second, guys.
No, I'm not saying like go down and investigate every room. I just kind of want to see if we can get a better look down the hallways and see if there's anything there for if we want to come back or something.
I'm just going to point out that literally every room that you've come across here has had a monster in it, so you might incite another fight.
I wasn't gonna go down the hallways. I was literally gonna like once we get here, like
Or do you like
look
going
in
home?
that direction type thing.
Well, chap, shenanigans or not
Jeez, as you-
shenanigans?
No, I'm not trying to incite anything. I just want to like look and see what I can see from that like intersection type
So
thing.
how's your stealth?
Oh, finally found the blooming bear icons, damn it.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
I like Henchbear though.
Henchbear is cool.
We have to head this direction anyways to get to the exit. So that's what I meant. Just like kind of look in the different directions as we go by. That's what I was intending.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Sorry, I'm still sorting something out. Why do I not
What do
have...
you call it? Sorry. What do you call it when it's like medicine, but it's like traditional medicine? I guess just traditional medicine or like
Holistic healing?
homeopathy.
Yeah, holistic, natural healing, stuff like that. Why do I have SWAT tokens? Sorry.
Did you say SWAT? Like
Yeah,
police SWAT?
yeah, police SWAT. Actually, that'll do. It shows that you're actually a person. Yeah. I'm not currently on the map, but if you guys want to start moving your characters however you'd like to go, while I try and sort this stuff out.
Well, Cordelia, if you really want to check, you better be doing good stealth.
No, I'm going right past it.
You're going first.
I just assume that Val, Hedgebear, and Burgos are just gonna come with us eventually.
I'm going to stay near the back because I'm at half health, so I'm going to try and keep away from anywhere where danger could come from.
There we go, sorted. Finally sorted. Okay. So...
This is the exit? Or did we come down here?
I think it's the left one.
Yeah, pretty much where Cordelia
Yeah,
is.
I think so. Where Armia is, you mean?
That's me, sorry, yeah. Have I just... Val is that upset she's brought the chair with her. I'll put
Those astral arms, my god.
Yeah, just grabbing everything on the way out. He was showing his vulnerable side when he got set on fire.
She should have like put Burgos in the chair and just lifted the chair like that.
But we got the bear involved, so it's all right. So you're heading out, are you? So I'm just thinking. Oh, there was something up there. Okay. So you head out into the sunshine, back into where you were. Annoyingly, there's some characters on there, and you can hardly see them because they're the same colour as the actual tiles. But hopefully you can see the two directly in front of you.
Oh, in the little circle icon things.
Yeah. Behind them there is about 6 like tribalistic warriors.
Oh boy.
So you enter into the sunlight and your eyes slowly readjust to it, and you are met by a tall elven lady with the heterochromia, the 2 different colour eyes, and she's flanked by about 6 more warriors who are the native elves, again with the heterochromia eyes and the sun-kissed skin, and they all don't look too happy. But next to her there's a little dwarf, and he's in a Muktavish uniform with the vest on, like the blue vest with the gold trim, and he's got his hands on his hips staring at you as you come out, and she's arms crossed tapping her foot.
Well, we've pissed off everyone.
I'm gonna look back at Burgos and just be like, he pushed the button.
But he's dying, so you can't be mad.
Yeah, can you help him?
Yeah, hold up a hand, like, sort of like surrendering, not surrenderingly, but just like hold. Like, we have wounded, any help would be very appreciated.
The tall elf, she's the woman, walks forward with her arms still crossed, and she's tapping her foot, and she then like relaxes a bit and puts her hands on her hips. I have learnt the language of your people to ask you, are you stupid? What are you doing here? Why have you gone down into the temple, into the prison?
We didn't know it was a prison, ma'am.
Can I speak to your manager?
You using a Karen voice? I was gonna say.
Ma'am, we are adventurers. We didn't know it was a prison.
We four were hired by the injured man and this lady here to adventure and investigate these ruins on
Yes.
behalf of the Adventurers Guild.
Yes, these ruins, and she gestures around. Not those ruins, and points to the hole.
They were not specific. Am I helping?
The dwarf is sort of like, he's got like a bit of a grin on his face, but he's also like looking a little bit unimpressed and like, well, you've gone and messed up, haven't you? And yes, I went with the Welsh accent.
Okay then.
Well, it depends on what you mean by messed up. Going in the first place, yes. Destroying a demigod, maybe.
Destroying a
We're not
what
sure
now,
about
a
the
boy?
consequences of that.
Oh god, you've gone and said it.
Oh, well.
God.
You seem to be looking quite unimpressed with our capabilities. I just judged that from your face, and I just thought if we mentioned that we destroyed a demigod, you might be more inclined to listen and help.
What on earth are you
Quite
blathering on
capable.
about? And I don't know where the accent's just gone.
I'm
It's
sure
no
you're
longer a jail, it's a tomb.
for real this time.
Oh.
What on earth are you on about? Oh my god, he's gone into Nathaniel Gallagher, oh god.
I think your tall friend here is more
Show
familiar
him
with
the
this.
crystal. Oh wait, I have the crystal. we, we fought a dwarf.
You did
That
what?
was on fire.
On a throne that was bigger than himself, and he dropped this, and I will procure the crystal.
I'm a bit lost. Did you just say you killed a dwarf?
He was a dwarf on fire.
He was not like he was a dwarf, but he wasn't a dwarf, you know.
And I'm going to look at the tall lady while I say this. Now, does the name Malmak mean anything to any of you?
She grits her teeth. The primordial. You have killed
Yeah.
a primordial. You
We did
want me
indeed.
to believe that you went down and killed an ancient enemy of my people.
We have
you like-
proof
And
that
the
I'll, like,
patron
step
of
forward,
this
like,
dwarf here.
I'll be like someone trying to show someone else something on their phone, but it's like the crystal. Like,
I just want to point out that you are literally saying that you killed the patron god of the dwarfs to a dwarf.
that's not how you explained it.
You were all over the place with your explanations, to be honest.
It's yes, but also it sounded like they weren't so great, the primordials.
They are still the creatures that gave birth to races.
But they're also the ones that tried to kill all the races.
Not necessarily. That was the gods.
He said he was going to asunder the world. I couldn't allow him to asunder the world. I am sorry, but he was going to set the world on fire.
The dwarf like reaches over and scratches the top of his head, and he's like, "Ah, that does sound like a bit like Malmec."
Well, he did manage to really badly burn this one here, and I'll motion to Burgos.
And there's still smoke rising off him.
Is there any way we can get some help for him, please?
Well, I don't know. You made a wee bit mess of it around here because, as you can see, the locals are a little bit annoyed, and I cannot do this accent for the life of me. God damn it! I was literally going to do Swedish Chef, but I thought that would just be extremely insensitive.
I like the Welsh one. That's good.
I can't. Yeah, but I can't go back to it. For some reason, I can't slip back into the Welsh. I just keep going back into Nathaniel.
Slip
Literally-
back into the Welsh. The Welsh slip back into you.
That sounds
goodness.
like an erotic novel. That
What?
one time in Wales. All I can pretty much all I can do is I could just every now and again just do a sentence and end it with boyo.
Boyo.
Up the hills, oi boyo.
We will consider, we will continue discussing this. He may not be dead. I think his essence lives on because he's a demigod. So if we could just get some help with this guy, like my hench bear he's gonna poof soon. So
Literally everybody, all the tribal warriors, the elf and the dwarf are now looking at this hench bear and they're like, don't see that every day.
I can totally agree with that.
Well, you see, the problem is you've caused a bit of a problem with the locals.
She just said that that he was a eternal enemy of her people, though. So if we took care of that problem, then hopefully
Aye, but
they will look on us a bit kindly.
Aye, but you've broken the seal on the tomb. It's a bit of a taboo, if you ask me. I think that's why they're so angry.
But
Are
it
you,
was
like,
a prison before, and now it's an actual tomb.
I mean, okay, so you're acting as like a translator because they don't seem to be able to talk the common language very well, right?
Yeah, he's a representative from the McTavish. It seems like he's got some sort of liaison position between the locals and the McTavish.
Okay, so
You could always ask
Yes.
them their names.
that is a great idea. May we have your names and we can and you know, I mean, we need medicinal help. I know. We will explain on the way or when our friend is in good care.
Well, boy, you could have my name easily enough, because I'm going to have to take all your names to go on the register. I am Andreas. I'm a corporal with the McTavish Trading Company. Boyo.
And the lady?
I am Queen Tanis.
Taz. Okay. Well, the very
pleasure. A pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.
She's currently scowling at all of you.
We're very sorry. We will explain our actions once we got our friend a nice bed to lie down in. And then we can discuss what we can do to fix this. Yeah?
You have no idea what you have done here today, do you?
You
Not
are
really, no.
100% correct, ma'am.
You have broken a seal, and so it means the others will break shortly after.
My queen, I'm sorry that we didn't know of your position sooner. Though we can only plead ignorance to your traditions and what these ruins were holding. We were acting on a job. This is no excuse. We're simply telling you what happened. And we, personally, had to break this seal from the outside. How could they be broken from the inside? And why haven't they before, if that's such an easy thing to do?
Roll me persuasion.
Guidance.
It's coming. Oh, no.
Over the hills and far away.
There's a guidance in there?
As a,
It's
yeah, as a
Yeah,
guide.
there was. I yelled guidance before you evolved, so that's a D4.
Just every now and again, just guidance. It's like Tourette's.
It's a 9.
Chat rightly points out that there's lots of killing to do for the other seals. So she's not. She's softened up a little bit, but she's not quite buying it.
I bow my head in shame.
She just
I'm
sort of
playing
goes,
it up.
foreigners, and walks off. I leave them to you, little man.
Right.
Andreas sort of like sighs and like shakes his head. He's like, "Oh, a lot of paperwork to get done."
Maybe we can
I'm
help you
more
with.
than happy to
Oh,
go in.
sorry.
No, you go. It's okay. I spoke already.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Maybe we can help you with the paperwork if you can help us get some more healing for our friend here.
Look, I've got a lot to do now that you've done all this. Head back to town, but don't try and leave the island. I'll come and find you.
I'm trying to find the name of the pub we were going to stay in.
Oh, I should have that written down too.
Well, there was a spotted pigeon you tried to stay on, but I just want to point out that the Cherry Blossom is docked in port. You could just sleep on that.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. Probably be better than the. I think you said the attic or the storeroom or something.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Was
It
what he had
wasn't.
Yeah.
available.
So the elves themselves, although they still don't look particularly happy, start like funneling off and heading back into the forest. And Andreas starts heading back towards town.
Okay. Well, I have a grand total of 2 spell slots left. I
Save them
I-
for nothing. Good job.
well, no, got nothing.
I'm just
I can dump 2 level 2 healing words into Burgos. Should I try that?
I'd like one.
Yeah,
and a hot health.
You would like one?
you're about to head straight back into town, so unless you get into a bar fight, I don't think there's that much to worry about.
Well, after today, anything could happen.
I can.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Should I do 2 on Burgos or 1 each Trill and Burgos? Trill, do you really want the
no,
the healing? What are you at?
You focus on Burgos. I'm at 9 out of 21, but I've got a healing potion if I need it. It's fine.
Okay, alright. I will dump 2 level 2 healing words, and these are my last spells of the day, guys. So, the first one
Ooh,
is
nice.
9 points, and the second one... come on, let me mark it off. The second one is 7 points, so he gets 16 more points of healing.
Cool. I have not been marking these down because it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm
No,
using those spell slots. Okay, I'm trying to help him.
He's back to full health, but his damage is more than that. It's psychological damage. He'll never walk again. Well, he'll never play the piano again. That's for sure.
I'm doing what I can for him.
I know.
That's about all I can do.
Where did I put
think
henchman?
that's
That's really exactly what I can.
A weapon he doesn't even have to hold, you know?
It's true.
Why is there a business dragon?
Like a dragon wearing a suit?
Business dragon.
Amazing.
Dragon, have you met Hedgebear?
He will be.
Oh, Hedgebear's up here.
Henchbear will be there in a second. I found him looking for Henchbear. Where's Henchbear gone?
This kind of reminds me of like Winston from Overwatch. Like they just tried to put a suit on like the front part of his torso. I was like, yeah, it's good
Yeah,
enough.
let's make him green. I'll be fine.
I love Hedgebear. Look at it.
Sorry. So you make yourself back into town. You walk through the fields. There's quite a lot of people just giving you a funny look because Andreas is a little bit ahead of you, walking back into town.
Did the queen and the other like tribal warriors just wander off into like the brush, or did they follow the path walking away towards town as well?
Into the brush, they've headed away from town.
Okay.
If you remember rightly, there is the indigenous peoples town on the other side of the island, on the other side of the Salt Lake.
Yeah. Okie doke.
Give me there we go, I'll do. So you head back into town, you get into the town square essentially quite easily. The market's still going on because you haven't been gone that long. Do me a insight check, please. Is it insight or perception, sorry?
All of us?
Please.
Okay.
Look at these rolls, my dude.
Hey. Mine wasn't too bad.
Damn, Cordelia.
I just realised nobody can see the... right, so... Artemia, you're...
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what you're looking at, but you don't see anything.
Staring at my hench bear.
Hench bear. Oh, I love you, hench bear. Don't ever leave me. Cordelia... Actually, no, I'll do... Trill, you notice that the Minotaur that was standing guard outside of the Fox Sings is no longer there. Kai and Cordelia, through the market, you spot Nathaniel Gallaglass on the other side of the market.
And he's next to a cube?
A cube.
Yeah, he is. He's also got like a half a coconut in his hand, like with a drink in.
Drinking pina coladas.
Should we make our way over?
We can. Yeah, let's point him out and go that way, I think.
I follow their lead where they're leading. So...
Right, I'll let you guys move over there. For next session, Artemia, I'm going to assign the hench bear to your control.
Okay, yeah.
Can I do that now, actually?
Don't worry about it. If we're not really going to fight, then, you can wait until next time.
Well, I've just done it. It was a 2-second thing. You should be able to move his token around now. So yeah, you approach up and there is Nathaniel looking a bit pleased with himself. And next to him there's a little cube. Like one of the sort of like the gelatinous cubes that you've met in the dungeon. And like I said, he's got a coconut with a drink in.
Morning. Or afternoon.
Afternoon, lassie. How are you getting on?
We might have caused a bit more bother than we intended to, but we're doing okay-ish. How about yourself, Cap?
Aye, it's good to see you getting use out of old Ephraim. And I don't think I know the smouldering corpse on the back.
He's not a corpse yet. This is Burgos and Val. I point to them both. Well, Burgos, if you're alive.
Val is sort of like she's looking very upset still because her friend's half melted, but she sort of like gives like a half-hearted wave, and all you hear is a wheeze from Burgos.
Don't suppose you know any healers in town, do you, Mr. Galagas?
I think I know an apothecary.
Apothecary's good. They might be able to heal our friend a bit more.
Aye. I've got some sad news for you all though. We're not leaving the island anytime soon.
Well, that works out because we're not allowed.
Yeah, well, we haven't exactly been making friends with the locals since we parted ways.
Well, who told you couldn't leave the island?
Andreas from the McTavish Trading Company?
Yeah, like they've got any right to tell you where to go.
Oh, okay. But why can't you leave? Or why won't we be leaving earlier?
Do you remember that lovely whale that headbutted our ship a few times?
Yes, I do.
Aye, the ship needs some repairs, and I didn't have the cash to get the repairs done.
So how are we going to be getting those repairs sorted out? And also, who's your weird sticky friend?
He sort of like looks at his coconut and like, it's a smoothie, lad.
Meant more of the
I'm doing
floor
this-
level friend.
Oh, this.
Oh my god, did you just do the iCarly
I did.
Oh,
What you got there?
Smoothie. He sort of like goes, oh, this. Oh, apparently they're all the craze currently. They're called gelatinous cutes or something.
Oh.
Gelatinous cute.
My friend gave me one. Watch, and he like downs his drink and then drops the coconut into it, and it starts to dissolve the coconut ever so slowly. They help with tidying places up.
Such a useful baby.
It's like a fantasy Roomba.
As you
It really is.
as Cordelia says, so cute, like a little chibi face, like a mouth and eyes appear in the side.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Is this Cordelia or is this Kimmy freaking out?
Oh.
Mine as well.
I think it's everyone.
Also, if anybody's interested, Tyne runs a SD store called Gelatinous Cute, which specialises in D&D paraphernalia. So if you're ever interested, go check them out. I think there's a link in the profile of my Twitch.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It's alright. Do I actually have the image for Gelatinous Cute? But anyway, yes.
Kai is currently. I'm currently doing the jelly dance that we always do when we meet one of these. Just a little wiggle.
The wiggle dance. The moment I see Kai start doing that, I'll start wiggling too.
It's currently just bouncing up and down. Give me a second. I think I've got it on my computer. Yes, I do. Right there.
So whenever we meet a Gelatinous Cute, are we just gonna do the wacky inflatable tube man wiggle?
Yep.
And see if they respond?
It's a thing now.
I can get behind that, to be fair.
Oh, look at
Oh.
Is that going to load in properly, or is it just going to be awkward like that?
Oh, it's adorable.
Thank you. Thank you.
it. The thing on the side says adorable.
uh,
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not loading in properly, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so literally you've got like a little mobile trash dispenser, I suppose.
Fantasy Rumba.
Fantasy Rumba. My friend gave it to me when I went to see him. Says it'll help boost his sales if he sees one walking about. It best not melt my bloody hull of my ship.
Ooh, that's a good thought. Well, can you lead us the way to the apothecary, maybe? He's not in a great shape right now.
Just one moment. Cherry Blossom, it is... Oh, what's it called? Pastel Pumpkin. If you go into the profile on my Twitch account, there's a link to her Instagram, I believe, and you can check out her work. She's done all the artwork, like all the character portraits as well. And she's going to be doing more in the future as well for us. Sorry, somebody was just asking who did the artwork.
Okay.
Aye, lass. It's not too far away. I'll take you over there now. So he leads you over to like one of the side streets, and there is a hanging sign that is essentially a potion bottle, which gives it away as a apothecary or some sort of healing thing. and he'll lead you inside. And behind the desk, there's a young girl, human girl, with brown hair, and she's stood behind the counter, and she sort of like lights up as soon as you come through the door, like, "Hello, how can I help you?"
Kind of gesture towards the Burgoth being carried by Henchbear.
Who can't make it through the door.
Oh, well, gesture to him standing outside the door. Being like, our friend has some really bad burns. Would you be able to help us?
Oh, that looks rather bad. I'll go fetch Granny, and she heads back into the back room to get somebody. And a few minutes later, an old woman sort of like hobbles out with the girl next to her. I hear you've got somebody in need of healing.
We really do. He's being carried by that bear just outside the door. He's got some really bad burns.
I see. Carry him into the back, and we'll see what we can do for him.
I'll start pulling him off slowly and gently off the back of the bear.
Do me a animal handling check.
Oh, no.
Oh, can I just say, Henchbear, give the man you're holding to Trill, sorry.
You could, but it's funnier now for me to make him do a animal handling check.
I was also thinking that maybe our barbarian should do the
Trick.
I was just about to say.
I know.
So you start like tugging at Burgos, and you sort of like hear groans from him, and the bear sort of like after a while, and then Artemir says what he does. He suddenly lets go of him, and he falls on top of you.
Would you like a hand drill? Would you like a hand drill?
Yes, please.
And all the while is a Burgos just sort of like and Val's just sort of stood behind you, like hands close to her chest, just sort of like, be careful with him.
Sorry.
He's so squishy at the moment.
All the while there's just this, every now and again when you're not looking, the cube gets closer and closer to Burgos.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no.
Add cute.
So you carry him into the back room, and there's a table for you to lay him down onto, and the old woman sort of gestures towards it.
Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Just so that Ephraim doesn't maybe scare a ton of people, I'm going to dismiss him now, unless anyone has any complaints.
Give him a
I think that's a
scratch
good call.
before it goes.
Give him a what?
I'm sorry, there was just some feedback there that was really painful in my ears.
Sorry, what did you say, Trill?
Give him some good scritches behind the ear for being a good boy.
Oh, yes. Good boy. I give him scritches.
You break off his ear,
Why?
because it's made of stone.
What?
Oh,
I'm messing with you. He disappears back into like the little statue.
No, I'll put it away in my pocket.
So yeah, I just do want to point out that he is made of stone, even when he's full size.
Aw,
Okay.
Oh.
sad face.
So me and Kai put Burgos on the table, and then I find myself a seat because I've hurt my back after trying to take him off the bed by myself.
After trying to take Burgos. Right, so I will just dismiss. Right, so the young girl starts moving around the room and starts like picking out vials while the woman is preparing something in a bowl. And she like makes up this paste, this salve sort of stuff, and she walks over and starts applying it to the burns, while the young girl starts cutting away some of the clothes. Just to let you know, do you know what happens when extreme heat is applied to clothes on flesh?
Yeah.
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 So she's being very careful to cut away from that and remove as much as possible. So he's pretty much bare-chested now, and he's taken a lot of damage from what he's done. His hands have taken the worst of it, to be honest. The old woman sort of like turns to you and like, this will not be easy to repair.
Is there anything I can help with?
He'll need time. I suggest you leave him with us.
I look to Val and say, would you like to come with us for the evening, or do you want to stay?
I'll stay here with him. I think it's only right.
We'll be aboard the Cherry Blossom at dock if you need us by the time tomorrow, or we will see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for getting you all involved in this.
We all played our
No
part.
worries.
What will the cost of this be?
I was about to ask, we're staying here for a while, so maybe we could ask to do a favor on the island.
Well, let me discuss my payment first before you ask anything of me.
Okay.
I believe because of the rare herbs that I'm using, it'll cost 10 gold to get the man back to fighting form. Or something close, anyway.
I can pay that.
Oh yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Yeah. I was expecting a lot worse.
I'll drop that onto her.
So she takes the money and like, thank you. And what was this question you asked to ask of me?
Oh no, I was just thinking like if it were going to be quite difficult for you to treat him, we could have done like a favor, like either replenished your rare herbs, or if it was something that we could do on the island.
Unfortunately, majority of these herbs don't grow on this island, but don't worry about it. You've done majority of the work already. It's just the superficial damage that needs dealing with.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Trill, did you ask Nathaniel how you were going to get money earlier?
Yes, I asked him how he was going to get the ship repaired, if he'd found money or labor already.
Well, lad, I've got the work lined up. They're actually doing it now, but if we don't pay them, they'll probably they'll gut me for sure. Maybe you for association as well.
Well, that's wonderful news after today. How much exactly will we be owing them?
Yeah, about 5,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Wow.
What?
Wow. I didn't know numbers went that high, Nathaniel.
Well, don't worry, I've got a plan. Have you heard about the alchemist's manor on the far side of the island?
Yes, we have.
Well,
And that he's like very reclusive.
and very rich by all accounts. Scrooge McDuck levels of rich.
Legend McDuck. He is a famous Aarakocra Scrooge.
Oh, that guy, he irks me.
We tell
Canon.
children stories about him so they don't end up like him.
Absolute canon now, yes.
Absolute
Yes.
headcanon accepted. Aye, and
Yes.
I have a interested party that might pay very handsomely for something that is within his manor, but at the same time, he's got a fair amount of money as well himself, which I don't think he'll miss. If you catch me drift.
Are you proposing a heist?
Heist music plays in the background.
Bam!
You son of a bitch, I'm in. Aye, lad, aye. Well, there is that, or there's another way we can earn money, but it's going to take a bit longer. We could take part in a local tournament for scullery, but I don't think that's going to cover our expenses, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I think no matter what, we need to rest before we do anything.
Rest is for
That's
the
a-
weak, lassie.
Or
I'm
at least
sorry,
a drink.
were you fighting a demigod earlier today?
You look away for a second, you look back, and he's got another coconut with a drink in his hand, like, I've been fighting my own battles, lass.
Have you got any more of those, Nathaniel?
He clicks his finger and one appears in your hand.
Oh, thank Christ. Whoever he is.
Thank the exile. Actually, maybe don't say that out loud. You might annoy some people.
Well, there are some of us who are not quite so happy being sticky-fingered. I look at Kai. So maybe the
No.
tournament would be better suited for us as a group. It's
Would
something
it
we should
help you,
discuss.
lass? Help your conscience if I told you that the alchemist was a bad man?
It softens it some, yes.
I hear he's done some experimentation on the locals, and that's why they avoid the place.
Oh.
Well, that's not very nice of him.
Exactly.
Needs to talk a lesson.
Aye. I'm glad I got you on the side. Actually, roll me a. Perception check, please.
And
Oh yeah, he's totally telling the truth. There's no way he's lying to you.
Yeah, that's what checks out. Yeah.
Are we still sat inside the apothecary while we're talking
Yeah.
about this?
You're
in
pretty much
public?
talking in front. There's Burgos on the table, like going, "Ah!" And you're just sort of like discussing this grand heist in front of this old woman and a child.
With cocktails.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there might be time for us to do both, depending on when the tournament starts. Should we maybe take? Cordelia really wants to take a rest. Should we maybe take a rest and then we can figure out where to go, what to do from there?
And Nathaniel looks you up and down. You look fine, lass. Calm down. I know. Actually, lass, I think you got a point. Let's head back to the ship and we'll discuss things further there.
Yes, please.
That sounds good to me. If you look at him, covered in blood and bad back and everything.
And
He's
ash.
still half health. Grey and ashy.
So yeah, we'll say you head back to the ship. As you approach the ship across the dock, there's a number of people moving around. There's some lumber being built up next to, like, on the pier next to the ship, and there's people. They've been marking the side of the ship, like where the damage is. They've been like scrolling on with chalk and stuff like that. And all the while, on the railing over them, as they're like doing this, there is Buddy just sort of making poses, intimidating poses at them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! Nathaniel gets to the bottom of the plank. And he's like, "I see you didn't let any of them on, lad." Oh no! You gave me my orders and I followed them to the T.
That's a good boy, buddy. I slap him on his big metal shoulders.
I am not atomically correct.
I get on board and I lie on my back on the upper deck, just wherever there's space enough for me to lie down and just look up and relax, while holding my half coconut.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh no, I just want to lie down.
Yeah, no, you're able to lie down. Okay, so the cube sort of like rolls up onto the deck, and you take a drink, and then you look back, and the cube's closer to you, but it's not moving now.
Don't.
Is it
Don't
just
do
gonna
it.
keep going after people that are motionless?
Yeah, it's a weeping angel now.
Oh no.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm with the idea that if you're on the floor and you're not doing anything, it just thinks you're trash.
Wow.
Tell me if he gets closer, and I just lie there.
Buddy's like, oh yeah! Oh yeah!
30. Okay, I get it.
He's getting closer.
And you get up and there's Buddy just sort of like muscle man posing on over the top of this gel.
What time of day is it?
It'll be late afternoon by now.
Okay. Well.
Lass, do you really want to go to sleep?
Well,
We'll take a
should we-
little rest and then we can look up the details of the tournament.
That's true. We could take a short rest and then we can maybe find some food and more info on this tournament and
Lassie, why don't you just call it a night and we'll discuss it all in the morning?
It's daytime?
It's late afternoon.
I could probably sleep after today.
yeah.
Have some food, have a rest.
Yeah. We've got food, don't we, Nathaniel?
Aye. There'll be something around in the galley.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna head down to a hammock.
Okie doke.
Can I hit my long rest button?
Yeah, go for it. So yeah, we're taking a long rest.
Ah.
Nathaniel's going to return to his own little... Actually, I think his would be... Ah, no, Nathaniel, why are you elongating yourself?
He's taking his long rest.
Just a little bit too literally.
His long rest.
I'll quickly run to the bathroom while we're doing a little rest bit.
Okie doke. So literally, you've got your long rest. You go down to your hammocks. Buddy just spends the entire night just on the deck flexing. Because that's what he does.
I expect nothing less.
You get... There's like a broth that Nathaniel brings you from like the galley. It's nothing particularly fancy. It's just a few vegetables in essentially water, flavoured water. Flavoured water. And that's pretty much, you get your long rest, you got your food, and morning comes. You're pretty much woken up by the sound of seagulls squawking at the pier, and people start moving stuff around. Work being done and stuff like that. We'll wait for Paul to come back.
Trying to choose my spells and speak with animals has been useless, so I'm not preparing that for the next day.
Aw, but I wanted to speak more Luxembourgish, I think it was.
More abyssal whale?
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no thanks.
Luxembourgish?
Sure, that's what Google Translate said it was.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was trying to not catch you out, but I was trying to like say something that you might go, oh, I know what that is.
I mean, it depends, because if you say it horridly, I would have no clue.
Yeah, I can't even speak English very well.
I am returning. I'm here.
Hola.
God.
Okay.
Don't even
So
try. It's a
did
horrible.
anything happen, or did we manage to rest?
You got food.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, looks Borgish.
Ew.
Let's a boyish.
That too.
That too.
So you're all just gathering around eating right now.
You've woken up in the morning. You've been brought
Oh,
like a broth to eat, but you've all slept.
Sweet.
Ek
I wonder
swat
how-
says Ek swat zen net hefeg?
What was that last part?
Hefeg?
Was that last word meant to be?
I don't speak common. Is Ek swat zen net hefeg?
My God, I don't even know what common would be in Luxembourg. Is it a Schwetzenut? A Schwetzen.
I'm starting to think you're not from Luxembourg at all.
Mean.
uh,
That's kind of rude. Or you, in what actual circumstance would you say common?
the whale saying it does not speak common.
Okay, but common as a Luxembourgish word, God knows.
So you
They might just
literally
call
don't
it
have a word for
French.
common.
I don't know if we have a word for common. That's how obscure it is.
Hmm. Hmm. Learning something Learning something new every day.
It doesn't really. Oh, it was a common site. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't really get
Oh.
that.
Common knowledge. Anyway, is everybody back?
Algemeen?
I
Other
think-
people leave.
I think it messed up last time because it didn't put two M's in, so literally it was Et Swatzen Net Common. But I don't speak your language. Et Swatzen Net
Oh.
Spruch.
Oh, Hefish. Oh, yeah, but in that context, it means I don't speak often. They don't have
Ah.
common. The word common, as in like regularly. You can either use it as regularly, so like often, or you can use it as together. Which would
Right.
be gemeinsam. And it's not one or the other, so like they don't have a word for that particular common.
Oh, very well. Everybody's got their own. Well, every culture's got its own little thing, hasn't it? And language, especially sun.
It's a very young language, so and it usually just takes things from, like, if they don't have a word for it, they just take it from German or French.
That's alright. The English language is like French, German, and God knows what else.
Yep.
Anyway, we're getting off track. So you've woken in the morning, and you're waking up. This is you just waking up currently. Trill,
Yes.
you wake up, you stretch, and you look over your hammock, and the cube is just there.
Why is this cube literally stalking
It really likes me.
Uh,
Is it still got its face, or does that only appear every now and then?
I'm going to say it's got its face currently.
And it's smiling at me.
Yes. It hasn't done anything other than smile.
I feel like that's more concerning than anything else.
Oh. I hop down out of. I'm assuming my hammock is higher up for some reason, because I like bunk beds that are higher up.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
on the top
it's got
hammock.
no way of getting to you. Like you're well out of its reach.
So I like squat down like right in front of it and sort of try to stroke the side of it as if I was scratching behind an ear on a dog in that sort of way. I try to be nice.
Uh,
That should go well.
the eyes sort of like close, like it's enjoying it.
Okay, let's make an agreement, you and I, Cube. You don't eat me, I don't blast you. How does that sound?
You think it nods to you, but it could
Okay,
just be
yeah.
like gyrating like jelly.
Okay, I give it an extra little scritch, and then I walk away. I'm fully confident that that agreement will be maintained.
Well, chat, it's all up to you now.
I just made a friend. That's all I know.
Right. So, are you heading up onto deck, guys?
Yes, yes.
Yee.
Yep.
And Nathaniel's back on deck with another coconut.
I clap my hands and like open up, like outstretched, like hit me. Come on.
There you go, another one appears in your hands. But
Hey.
roll me a sleight of hand.
Oh.
You may drop it like a kid dropping their ice cream on the floor.
Well, I was just envisioning with his hands outstretched and it just appears in between.
Hit me in the face.
Well, no, you just dropping it on the
21
floor.
now.
Yeah, no, you catch it.
Ah, cool.
I require a
Breakfast
buddy
rum.
token. Am I just imagining that there is a Warforged token? There you go. Tyne will recognise that one, but I feel... Where have you just disappeared to? Get on the board. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Until I can find a better token for him.
That's meant to be Buddy?
That is Buddy currently, until I find a better token.
Okay then.
I sworn there was like a Warforged one.
Yeah, I can't remember what we were using last time, or if we had one last time.
I don't think you've had a need for a one. But yeah, you're on the deck. There's nothing else really going on. There's people moving about the dock and everything, but there's nobody working on the ship, so you're pretty much alone on the dock.
Alright, let's go find some information about this tournament. And then maybe we can find some rumors about the manor as well. Just to be more prepared, you know?
Yeah.
Captain, who asked you to search the manor? Did you say that? I think you did.
Well, I've got a friend that might is looking for something that's within the manor, and he'll pay handsomely for it to return to him.
How did his
I-
item wind up in the manor in the first place?
Yeah, I didn't really ask, lad.
Convenient, but I guess okay.
Who is your friend? You gonna give us a name?
Let's call him Bob.
Bob. Good name.
Strong name, don't you think, lass?
The elusive Bob.
Nathaniel, do forgive me for pressing, but we've just had a dealing with people whose names we did know, and did know who they worked for, and it kind of went south. I'm not really that prepared to dive into a job that I know even less about.
Aye, lad, but we need the money, so it's either that or we set up shop on this island and live here for the rest of our days. And I don't really want to do that, lad.
Well, there is that tournament that we saw as well that you mentioned. We could try that, or at least learn more about that as well while we head into town. We could always need to check on Burgos as well, see how that's progressing.
Well, I know everything you need to know about the tournament, so I don't really have to go anything for that, lad. But I'll tell you now, it's not going to pay for all the repairs.
Well, 5,000 gold.
Aye, how much have you got between you already?
Well, I think it's still double figures. So, not even close to 1,000 even.
Well, I can dip into my savings. I've got about 1,000 gold on the ship.
I think I've got around 28 gold pieces.
53.
Should be around 40, but I'm just checking.
I know Cordelia's having some problems with her mic currently.
Yeah, her phone's... I don't know if her phone died or if...
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
As long as she can still hear us, it's fine. Well, either way, I think we've got a long way to go. So we've either got the quick and easy option, or we've got the long drawn out one, which, to be perfectly honest, I will not see all our needs. So we'll probably have to find another job afterwards anyway.
How much does the tournament give when we do it? If we win it?
Well, the tournament on this island, it's only going to give us about 500 gold, but then we can go to the grand tournament if we win.
And considering none of us have played, I'm presuming none of us have ever played, it's going to be very unlikely that we win the first tournament, never mind a grand one.
Well, lad, can I put it to you? Do you know what a ball is?
I'm vaguely familiar.
Do you know what a goal is?
No.
You didn't know what a goal is?
Wasn't that sporty growing up, I'm afraid. Not where I grew up, anyway.
Aye, but there's still terminology used in common speak, lad.
I suppose you could.
I know what a goal is.
Thank you, Kai.
An objective.
Aye, exactly. So, the ball goes in the objective, and you punch any wee idiot that gets in your way. Do you think you can handle that?
I look at my hands and how like thin and spindly they are, and I mean, I could punch somebody. I don't know who would get more hurt though.
Would I be allowed to participate?
Why not, lass?
I have the unfair advantage of having wings.
Oh, aye. There is a rule about that, actually. You can use your wings, but if you stay in the air too long, I believe they shoot you. Not to kill, just to maim.
I like to keep all my feathers, thank you.
That's reassuring.
So I'll go over the quick rules for you, lass. So there's two goals and there's side goals. If you get the ball in your opponent's goal, you score more easily enough. You can't use weapons. You can't fly for extended periods of time. You can fly, but don't do it too often, lass. And there's nothing in the rules that stops you from using magic.
So this is very much a dexterity game.
Something like that.
Are there any rules about just completely knocking your opponents unconscious?
Oh, it's encouraged.
My kind of game, then.
Aye, I thought you'd like it, lass.
I mean, we could do the mana heist and maybe just do the tournament for fun because it sounds pretty fun.
Aye. There's the tournament though. There's a wee bit of a problem. You need 5 players on the field and 2 substitutes at least.
Would Would Buddy count as a substitute?
Oh yeah.
Or a player. He could be quite the bruiser on the pitch or the field. What's it called? The court?
The field of play, I believe. It's a bit of a weird one. It was originally done on ship decks, so I believe they actually call it the deck.
We could also go check on Burgos and Val, and maybe one of them or both of them would be willing to help.
Yeah, can you imagine Val playing a game where you are allowed to punch people?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It might really cheer her up after what's happened.
Bit of stress relief.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one other little thing that I might have failed to mention about this game. There's the sentinel that you have to deal with.
What might that
The
be?
Sentinel?
Aye, in the middle of the field, there's a big boy, usually made out of stone, and he is in charge of keeping the ball away from everybody. So you have to get the ball off of him first in order to score goals.
Oh, we've dealt with one of those before. We destroyed him.
Aye, but did you punch it?
Val
I
did.
used magic.
Henchbear can be mascot. To be fair, you could probably summon Henchbear.
Oh my god, yes.
Magic is allowed.
Yeah, so you'll have Henchbear and the cube on the side.
Yes. thing I've
Cube will
ever
just eat the
heard.
ball when it lands.
Well, I'm just thinking you knock somebody out, and then every now and again you just see the cube getting closer and closer to the guy knocked out.
Oh god.
So yeah, it's pretty much, the rules are out of character. The rules are pretty much, it's a cross between Quidditch and American football.
Nice.
Essentially, in the centre of the field there is a sentinel, which is a golem, and every time the round kicks off or starts, it starts with a ball, so you have to run up and take the ball off of it before you can start scoring goals. It is then hostile to whoever has the ball, so it'll chase after them to try and get the ball back. But you can score 1 point in the side goals or 3 points in the opposing end goal.
Nice. I've got that all written down in my little book.
It's
just in
alright.
case.
There is a bit more to it, but that's pretty much the ins and outs of it.
Oh, actually, one more question, Nathaniel, about this sport.
Aye,
Say
lad.
we do destroy the golem. Is it just destroyed for the rest of the game, or do they bring out a new golem?
They bring out a new one. Although I've never seen one destroyed, to be perfectly honest, lad. You're usually too busy dealing with the opposing team.
That is true. There'll be 5 people trying to murder me. Well, nicely, I suppose.
Aye, they'll do it with a smile on their face, lad.
All right. I think we should do the heist and this, because this is just a great time.
While you are on that note, I'm going to show you guys the pitch. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Everyone's on board to recruit Val in this too.
Yep, and Burgos if he's alive.
Burgos doesn't actually need to play. He needs to be there as a substitute. You know.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Sure. You could always subtly heal us from off pitch.
Yeah.
I think Nathaniel's sort of like pushing towards being like a coach rather than anything else. But yeah, he could be a
Oh,
substitute as
okay.
well. But yeah, you've got the 4 of you. You've got Buddy. You've got Val. So there's the 6 that you need. I know. Burgos is a substitute. There's the 7 that you need, and then you've got Nathaniel as well, if needs be.
If someone gets injured, he can come on.
You never know. You could maybe recruit people from just in the town as well, maybe.
That Minotaur looked like quite the beast. He could be a good player. I'd rather have him on
Good
our team
idea,
than play
yeah.
against him.
Yeah.
You could be like a good goalkeeper because he's I guess minotaurs. How big are they usually? They're like really tall, right?
I
There's
think,
some big boys.
yeah, he was about 7 foot, I think, that guy. Sorry, I am just importing this themabob settings. I think it was 40 by 30.
So, Kai, just a question. If we do take part in this heist at the Alchemists, are you okay with it?
Yeah.
Because I know you're not too keen on the sticky fingers situations.
I'm not. I was always raised that you don't steal. What's yours is yours, and I am learning that there are grey areas to this situation.
Aye, but remember, lass, I told you he was a bastard.
That would be a grey area, I would imagine.
I love it. I love it. Oh, has he got the grid on? Right. If you bear me 1 second, I will move you guys onto the scullery pitch. One of the scullery pitch. I've got 2 made.
This is really cool. Did you make this one?
Yep.
That's really well done.
Cool.
So as you see, there's 2 goals at either end. And then there's these little side goals.
I honestly thought they were cannons. I thought there was cannons involved.
Funnily enough, when you score in them, they actually do fire the ball back out.
Oh god.
So do they just give like less points?
Yes, the end goals score you 3 points, the ones at either end. And the ones on the side only score 1 point.
What are these?
They're your starting area, so when the ball's like, the round starts again, or like when a goal's scored and you all reset, each person has to start in one of these. So a goalie starts back here, and then each player has to start in one of these 4 squares.
Okay.
So like they're like set off points.
Yeah, I get it. So whoever is there like a goalkeeper who always has to stay near goal, or
Yeah.
is it like suggested to stay near goal?
Essentially, there's a goal. You have your 4 outfielders and you have a goalie. The goalie has to stay in goal all the time, and then the outfielders can just move about freely.
Nice. Can I just ask again about Buddy? Is he like normal human shape, or is he like wide, like big?
He's a bit more bulkier than normal, than you would be, than like a normal
Yeah.
human would be, because he essentially he's a machine, or like a mechanical golem with armor on top of it, so he is bulkier than the rest of you.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have to remember that he's actually missing majority of his midsection as well, like his stomach area.
Yeah. I was going to suggest he'd be a good goalkeeper, but the ball will just go straight through his stomach.
So what would you guys like to do now?
Do we know how long we have between now and when the tournament starts? Like, or when the deadline to sign up is for the tournament?
You don't, but if you headed back to the spotted pigeon, the poster would probably tell you.
Yeah, the poster I was going to steal and then put back up.
Maybe that would be a good place to start, and then once we find out how much time we have, we can decide if we're doing this or the heist first.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea.
Yes. Are you gonna head down into town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get to the top of the plank onto the pier, and at the bottom is Malmec. He's stood staring up at you with his arms folded. Not Malmec, Andreas.
I was going to say.
I'm back. I'll move you back onto there. Yeah. So he's at the bottom and like, it's good to see that you didn't Scarpa.
Don't
Boyo.
worry, we're going to be here for some time. It seems we have repairs to do.
I can see. Yes,
Ship
Val, we
and
will be going to
socially.
11 your time, as we always do.
Yeah, we have repairs to make on our ship, and it seems we have some repairs to make relationship-wise with the locals, which I would like to do personally.
Oh, bugger, I've just realised I'm closing tabs and everybody would have seen that. Oh well. I've lost what I was going to say now. I have completely blanked.
He said, "Glad to see you haven't gone anywhere." And I was like, "Yup, we're repairing."
Well, as I said, I need your names.
Oh, of course. I am Estra Laquan. You can call me Trill. Everyone does.
And the rest of you?
I am Kai Capono.
My name is Artemia Titalos.
And I'm Cordelia Loon.
He scribbles them all down and goes, right, you'll be going on the registry then.
Registry for what exactly?
Well, you've all caused problems for McTavish, so we have to keep a record of you. Essentially,
What
he's
does
saying you're
that
going on a
mean?
shit list.
Oh.
Well, if you let us maybe do something, could we maybe revert being put on the naughty list?
Well, either way, you're going to have to be known to McTavish. So, whether that's in good light or negative light, it's all up to what you do, really. As it stands, it's negative.
So yeah, so before you report us, maybe you can give us a reason or something to help with, rather, to be a good mention rather than a bad mention.
Alright, I've got something for you. It doesn't have to be done right away, but the locals aren't particularly happy with what you did. So perhaps you go and smooth things over with them.
Well, that would
We
be
were
a
going to do
pleasure.
that anyway. Oh, sorry.
Valkyrie, did you say something?
I said you want us to go visit their settlement, maybe? See if we can help them?
Go see the Queen, she might have something for you. Cordelia?
Oh, I was just going to say that that's what we were intending to do at some point.
If she gives you her blessing, then I'll still add you to the registry, but I won't put a mark against your name. How does that sound? And then I'll remember my Welsh accent at some point as well.
That sounds only fair in my eyes.
Very fair. Very, very fair.
Well, I've still got some paperwork to do, so I'll get to it.
Don't work too hard now, Andreas.
You do stay out of trouble now, boyo.
He sounds so much less threatening with the Welsh accent. I love it.
I was gonna. Andreas is Scandinavian. He's from Sweden, isn't he, Tyne?
Yes.
And literally, I was gonna try and do a Swedish accent, and then every time I tried to do a Swedish accent, it sounded really, really bad. Yeah, it literally devolved into Swedish chef. Yes, we shall go over here and we'll do this. And that is not how Andreas sounds at all. So yeah, Anyway, so he sort of like gives you sort of like a bit of a nod and then heads back off towards the Macabre section of the pier.
Is the apothecary we left Val and Burgos at, is that closer to us, or is like the market and the pubs area closer? Like, what would we
Essentially,
hit first?
yeah, the market and the pubs, the inns, literally, the apothecary was off one of the side streets to the market, so it's literally the same place.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think that would be a good place to start. Check in on Burgos and sign up for that tournament.
Yeah, I'd like to see how they're both doing.
Okay.
Val seemed quite shaken.
Okie doke. So
We should take us some food.
That's a great idea, Kai.
I can help with that today.
Do you think we can like ask
Don't waste the
Galaglass
spell.
to give us a pina colada and we bring that to Burgos?
aye, lass, I've got enough to go around, so let's get Gannon. So heading towards the apothecary first.
Yeah, but we'll stop in the market to get snacks for Val.
Okay. I'll move
And
you
not
back.
those lemons.
Oh yeah,
not
she,
the lemons.
yeah,
'cause
she doesn't like them.
those.
Does she? No. So I'll move you back onto here. So the cube's still on the ship. It stayed on the ship. So you head into the market. It's still quite early morning. They're still setting up, but there are some people that have like food to set out. Get a drunk.
Try and find the skewers. She was really enjoying the skewers yesterday.
Yeah, there was some pastries as well. I think she enjoyed.
Well, you sort of inserted them, but yeah. Let's say that's fair.
I love the pastries.
The guy is still setting up. He hasn't like got anything going just yet. But like it is very early morning. These guys are still getting going. But there is food set out.
I'll drop a gold coin on a selection of snacky foods and stuff like that.
So you get given a couple of pastries from one of the vendors. Another one gives you some like fig sort of things, like they've been marinated in sugar. And then there are some cuts of meat, like slices of ham. But like I say,
Perfect.
everything else isn't really going just yet.
I think she'll enjoy these for now until the market starts up later.
As you're doing this, the owner of the Spotted Pigeon comes out to like set up one of his signs outside.
Was the spotted pigeon the one we went in last time, or the one where the Minotaur was guarding?
The Spotted Pigeon is the one you went
went
into.
Okay, cool.
The barkeep is Alex.
Yes, thank you.
How do you remember their names? God,
No.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer. We'll get the information you want from the Spotted Pigeon, and we'll walk into the apothecary. I've literally walked him outside, so you can literally ask him a question.
Yeah.
If you want to ask him a question.
Okay. I'll wave him. Hey, Alex, there. You know, as I walk up to him, I try and get his attention.
He sort of straightens up and greets you back.
I know the other day I tore down the poster for the tournament and stuck it back up awkwardly. I apologize for that again. Was this the poster I would sign us up for, by any chance? Or was that somewhere else that needs that?
Well, to play in the local tournament, it's just the one inside.
Wonderful. And I'll wave to everybody else. Are we signing up for this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course we are.
All right.
When is the tournament?
Oh yeah. When is it? That was the question.
Well, you'll be the fourth team, so I think it'll take about a couple of days to get it all set up and going. If you win here, you get to go to the big tournament on the other island.
Daisy.
So, you know, I'm not letting anybody in just now, but I'll sign you down if you want.
Is it a team name you want, or just the members of the team?
That's the next thing I needed. I need your team name and your captain.
Oh god.
Are there any particular things that the captain has to do?
No, it's just whoever decides to go first and all that. The coin flip is done by the captain. Out of character, pick somebody with good initiative.
One.
Guess that will be
Plus
me.
3.
Plus 5.
Yeah, it'll be you.
I think that's her. I think that's you.
I was literally about to say, like, but my rolls are so bad.
Val's plus 4, just so you know.
We haven't
Val's
talked to her
plus
yet,
4.
though.
Yeah. Sorry?
Yeah, it'd be kind of rude to nominate her as captain.
I think it would be hilarious, but okay.
Also, out of character. Team name. The first thing that came to mind was the Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
Let's go. Can we have Hench
Okay.
Bear also doing the wiggly wiggly?
As long as you pass, oh my god! As long as you pass your animal handling check, he will do whatever you say. But I just want you to summon him. I just want you to summon. Yeah, every time you do it, you have to do the animal handling check. But I literally want you to summon him one time and go, right, Hedge Bear, do the wiggle, and he just goes no and starts mauling the crowd.
If you
Okay.
have to attack, like, why can't you just, like, not do anything? Like, you know, like when you, like, in Pokemon where you got like a Slaking, and you're just like attack. He's like, oh, he's just slacking off, or he's like he gets distracted.
I understand what you're saying, but the wording of the magical item.
Does it literally say he'll just attack anybody?
Various obeys no commands, not even to revert back to the figurine, and viciously attacks any creature in his line of sight.
Would that be the cube on the bench? He would be with the cube, so he would attack.
I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to make it the most hilarious possible target.
Buddy.
No. He's literally going to jump into the crowd.
Oh god. Oh god.
It'll be
Okay,
like that
no.
episode of The Simpsons where they have the talk show with a bear and he's got the microphone on his head. Experiencing technical difficulties.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the tournament's in 4 days, you said.
A couple of days.
A
About,
couple.
about 2.
We'll check back in. Love that.
It's not set in stone, so it'll probably just go around whatever's best for you guys, really. We have to get everybody here after all.
Very true.
So what am I
So-
putting down as your team name and your captain?
The captain, I believe it's going to be Artemia.
I will take the burden.
She's very quick.
Carry the weight of the team upon your wings.
Yes. I do think it is quite appropriate for the captain to have wings. Though I am very scared of being shot.
Well, just all I'm going to say is, so flight is fine, sustained flight is not. So if you end your turn in the air, that's when things will get wrong. But if you do like hops, you're fine.
Okay.
Uh,
I guess I can.
team name?
Shall we stick with the Wiggles?
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
After some very
I like the
intense
Wiggles.
discussion, our team name is the Wiggles.
All right. It's not the weirdest one I've heard.
I'm shocked.
Oh, what is the weirdest one you've heard?
I can't wait to hear the other team names.
Oh, the Drowned Wenches. That's a bit of a weird one to me, anyway.
It's less
think my
cheery than I was
favorite-
expecting.
My favorite one that is usually used for bar crawls is like the the Titanic's Olympic swimming team.
Oh no. It's me.
What?
It's a bit dark, isn't it?
A bit, but it's a classic. I've
So,
heard it a few times in Glasgow.
in Glasgow. In Bunny, Glasgow. So Alex sort of like waves to you and like promises he's gonna sign you all up, and he walks in. And pretty much as soon as he's in and the door's starting to close, you see him looking at the poster. So you got in good authority that he's doing that.
Cool. I would make my way back over to everybody else.
The apothecary next.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go check in on the boy.
So you come into the apothecary, the door opens up and there's like a little jingle from a bell. There's nobody there to greet you this time, but the door to the back's open.
I looked at the group. I'm like, I don't think we got their names. We really need to start asking people their names. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
The little girl like pokes her head around the corner and she puts her finger over her lips to make you be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Hello.
And she sort of like waves you forward. I keep realizing I'm doing hand gestures and nobody can see me.
I do them too.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of them.
Oh well, maybe down the line we'll put webcams on. No.
Oh.
What do you want webcams on?
I'll do it. I just started putting face cam on my streams now.
No, we'll see what if chat ever wants that. So yeah, you come into the back room, and as you get close to the back room, you can hear snoring, and there is Val in the corner in a chair with a blanket over it, and several crumpled up like paper bags of food strewn all over the place, and she's sort of like full open mouth snoring currently. Like that
I knew
off.
it was her when it was snoring. It's like, that's not Burgos. It's gonna be Val.
Yeah, it's Val. It's Val. Burgos is sort of on the table. He's out cold as well, but he's got this salve all over him, and then a blanket covering him as well.
Can I like maybe peel back the blanket just a little bit to see how his burns look?
It's hard for you to tell with the slather all over him. Essentially, 'cause it's quite thick, it's quite viscous, and the coloration. It's sort of. Do you know when honey crystallizes?
Mhm.
Essentially, it's like that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll just cover
Yep.
him back up.
I just asked the old woman how he's been recovering. Don't want to get in the way of it.
She isn't there. It's just the young girl currently.
I'll ask the young girl, like, has he been doing okay? How has the older lady been doing?
My grandmother's been with him all night. She's currently upstairs getting some rest, but I think he'll be fine.
Bless her heart. You sure there's nothing we can do for your little shop while we're here on the island?
Well, business is a bit slow, so if you could get more customers in, that would be nice.
We're gonna do a tournament. We'll give you guys a shout out, eh?
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It's a
Sponsored by.
Granny's Apothecary.
Granny's Apothecary.
I love it. I'm all for it.
Just off the Great Market, guys. Any of you people get injured during this match, or if a bear comes mauling through the crowd, you know where to go.
Not saying it's gonna happen, but it could.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to stop you there because as soon as you were saying that, Full Metal in chat has just said, "Go injure some people."
We'll bring you all the customers you need.
So you know what, guys? I think we're actually going to call it there. Because I think it's a pretty good time to end it because you're reunited with Val and Burgos.
Yeah.
And you've got yourself signed up for the tournament. I think you sort of know where you're going to be going in the near future as well.
Yeah. Just need more info on the heist job, and then we'll see. We'll see.
Aye, I think Nathaniel can probably fill you in on that as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. The two people in chat have said that webcams would be cool. I don't know what you guys feel about that, but we'll talk about that later.
Fine with it.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I have no problem setting it up. I just it depends. Some days it's like, oh, I don't mind my face
Yeah.
being shown. Other days I'm like, no one look at me.
I'm just that every day. But if anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask now. I'll be happy to answer. Just to remind people what I said at the beginning of the stream, there's going to be a Pokemon Nuzlocke starting soon. A sci-fi campaign coming in the future, which I'm still deciding on which way to go with that. I think it's just going to be D&D reskinned. And more Dead Man's Yarn content coming in the future.
Yay.
Any questions, anyone?
For me, nah. If I have any, I'll be sending them your way.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm gonna head off, guys.
Yeah, sorry, Time.
Ah,
Again for the game.
plug the Discord.
Everybody who's watching is already in the Discord, so I don't really. There's a lot of point, is there?
You never know. You never know.
Oh, also, guys, every Saturday is going to be Sus Saturday, so Among Us every Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's been fun the last 2 times. We just need to get more people in.
Yeah, it is fun. It's just those randoms dropping in and out was really annoying.
Oh, is that what's happening? You're saying like, I did see like there were a few problems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get the mentality. It's like they come in and like, oh, I'm not an imposter, so let's just leave. But then they'll go into a game, they'll get imposter, and then other people will leave because they've just got this mentality of, oh, I'm not the imposter, so I'm just going to leave.
Oh, I think it's more fun being crew and being a detective and figuring stuff out.
Yeah, I do too.
And you get to do all the tasks in all the little mini games.
Have you heard of the campaign where there is a computer, a colour system, and everybody has to be happy? Isn't that just... Oh, that's a horror thing, isn't it? Like a sci-fi horror thing.
Like the Stepford Wives or something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off, guys. See you.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
There is a horror like that, I'm sure. Like, and if they're not happy, they get taken away and like lobotomized or something. Or is that an
There's a
episode of
game-
The Simpsons?
There's a game like that as well, isn't it? Like We Happy Few or something?
Yes, yeah, where they're taking drugs, and if you stop taking the drugs, you actually see the world for what it is, and it's
Yeah.
not very nice.
I like that. I never played it, but it always looked really cool.
I kept looking at it, and then I kept hearing like it's not a particularly well designed game or something.
Yeah, apparently a lot of the things that they said was going to be in it weren't in it.
Yeah. Bye, Cherry Blossom. Thanks for coming, and thank you, Full Metal Dancer, as well, and anybody else who dropped in. It was a good session.
That was fun.
I enjoyed it.
And
I need to update my schedule to show what's happening over the next week. And hopefully,
schedules for Twitch are so difficult.
yeah. Well, I'm meant to be streaming Neo 2 tomorrow, but I'm going to change it to Pokemon because I like Neo 2. I'm just terrible at it, and I've realised that every time I play it, I'm relying on other players to play the game for me. So it's like, I don't think this is very entertaining, this.
Well, I've been playing Control because it was free on PS Plus, and I've been thinking I'm nearly finished for like the past 3 streams or something.
I keep thinking of getting a Souls game and playing that. Well, other than Neo 2, but I keep remembering I'm absolutely terrible at Neo 2. Oh, sorry, Cherry, I thought you were going.
The only Souls game I've played is Bloodborne.
Which apparently, well, it's meant to be the best one.
I really like it. I'm not very good at it either. It's good.
No, I like the aesthetics and I like the idea of like Dark Souls, but I'm absolutely garbage at it. Absolutely garbage. And I think every Dark Souls game I've tried at one point, or like Souls games, so Neo 2, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Code Vein. Did you ever try Code Vein?
No, I haven't played it yet.
Anime Vampire Dark Souls.
I think I what did you know about the Monster Factory thing where it's two people from some video company, but they make just the worst creator characters possible and then like play the first hour of the game or something like that. Oh.
I watched Team 4 Star play Dark Souls, and they made this green abomination thing and played I think they called it Stiltskin or something, and played through the entire game.
If you like that, then you'll like Monster Factory. They've done a ton of games, but they only play it for like an hour. They don't like finish the game, but it's a lot of fun. I think it's the McElroy brothers or something who do it.
All right.
You should check it out. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, there's that much content on the internet, and to be honest, I can't be that annoyed that we don't get that many people come and watch us, because literally there is that much to watch.
I know. There's like hundreds of thousands of hours getting made like every day.
I went on to like do some research because Tyne suggested it, to look for like Pokemon things for like streaming, and there's a person, and I think she's called Pokey Annie or something. And
That sounds familiar.
She's got 6.7 million followers, and I'm like, I'd be happy with 100. God.
Follows are so hard to get.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I think I've got nearly 140 followers.
Nice.
I
think I'm up to 48.
Cherry Blossom, I'm happy that you'd like to take part, and that's fine. Yeah, Pokemon main. I will put you down because you are a subscriber. You can very easily go on the waiting list. Full Metal Dancer wants to play in it as well, so yeah.
Oh, is this in the sci-fi game?
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you interested in that at all?
Yeah, I'll play it. Any more TTRPGs? I am there.
I was gonna do Starfinder for the rule set.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what Pathfinder is?
Oh yeah, I've been playing that on PS4. The Kingmaker Pathfinder game. I've been playing that.
So, Pathfinder is a reimagining of D&D 3.5.
Yeah.
Starfinder is a sci-fi version of it.
Nice. Well, I'm in.
It's actually set in the same universe as Pathfinder.
Ooh, so it's like they're set in their like astral plane, kind of.
Yeah, I think something happened with the gods and it all exploded. I don't really know too much about it. But
That's pretty cool though.
But it's going to be homebrew again. Another set of like short stories I had planned out.
Nice. Yeah, I'm there for it.
I've Sammy, who's Full Metal Dancer, I've explained a bit more to her. I will invite you, Cherry Blossom, and Full Metal Dancer to the Discord I've made, and I will share some of the background stuff, because we'll have to go a bit more in depth in character creation this time, because some of the characters that you may want to play may not be available in this reality.
That's true.
There's another one of my homebrew settings called Ultra Magica. Everything completely set up, multitude of races, and like, here's the campaign, we're all going to play, and everybody's like, cool. And one guy turned up as a gnome, and I'm there going, they don't exist in this world. Why did you have to pick that one race that doesn't exist in this freaking world?
It's always the case.
Yeah. Majority of like humans are there. There's evil humans. There's elves, but yeah, Full Metal's pretty much already got an idea, because funnily enough, Full Metal Sammy picked who was it? The Sins, I think they're called, and essentially they're like formless demon creatures that have no. Oh, you're going one of the space goat people.
Space goats.
Yeah, there's these. Essentially, they're the same species, the Hell and the Bowl, and they are space goat people. And essentially, they had a civil war and split off into two factions.
Nice.
The main thing that the difference between them is the Hell are red-skinned, whereas the Bowl are like blue-skinned.
All right, so it's like the different kind of tieflings, sort of.
Yeah. Except for the Hell, all their technology is powered by blood.
Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah, they literally like go around and harvest entire like planets to like fuel their war.
I mean, I guess it works if it's for war machines. It's like it's a nice cycle.
Yeah, they've been called like vampires because literally they hook people up to machines and draw a lot of blood out of them. Whereas
I like it.
the Baal are a bit more honor bound and like stoic and all that. And like, yeah, we have to do it this way because our ancestors did it this way and stuff like that.
Yeah. I like the sound of it. It sounds really cool.
Yeah,
I'll get involved in that.
cool. So like I say, I'd like to get to the end of chapter 1 with Dead Man's Yarn first, and then I'll hopefully have everything in place to do this one, which I'm still umming and ahhing about the name because I think it's Requiem of the Void currently.
Yeah. I liked Void Requiem instead. I think that sounds better. That's just me.
Yeah, but somebody's already made the joke that Requiem sounds like Rectum,
Oh.
but that's going to happen.
I think that's going to happen with any name that gets picked.
Yeah. Well, what was it? The books that I've written, literally, the entire first book takes place on a planet called York 8, and literally hundreds of people have seen it, and some people in Sheffield immediately looked at it and went, "That just sounds like York 8." Like, it sounds like you're trying to call your missus, who was called Kate. I'm like, thank you for your perspective on the entire situation here.
People from Yorkshire don't count. Wait, we're not still live, are we?
Well, yeah, we are still live, and I'm from Yorkshire.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anything south of Leeds is France. There you go. There's my 2 pence. Anyway, thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll call it there. Hopefully, see you all again soon.
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, sorry, Tiny. I didn't realise you were still here.
Hey, Tiny.
Yeah, I'm just listening to you guys.
Yeah, you could have joined in.
It's fine. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
See.